Content warning. Trinity Continuum Adventure, The Undesirables, contains Nazis doing Nazi stuff. While we do our best to avoid gratuitous displays of atrocity, neither do we sanitize or shy away from the all-too-real violence and oppression Hitler's regime was notorious for. Our use of Nazis as antagonists is to display our heartfelt belief that the only valid response to Nazis and authoritarians of all stripes is vigorous opposition, both at the gaming table and in real life. Hello, and welcome to Simulacra Studio presents Trinity Continuum Adventure, The Undesirables. I am your story guide, Scott. My pronouns are he, him, and I am going to let my amazing anti-fascist heroes introduce themselves, starting to the left of my left.
Hi, I'm Ryan. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Melvin Cohen, whose pronouns are also he, him. He is a spy and code breaker, and he is a stalwart.
Hi, I'm Murphy. My pronouns are she, her, or whatever you got lying around. I am playing a private detective, daredevil named Jack Barden, and his pronouns are he, him.
Hi, I'm Abby. My pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Beth Graham, also she, her, a wilderness survivor and a daredevil.
Hi, I'm Ray. I'm playing she, her, and I'm playing Emma, who is also she, her, and she is a mesmerist psychic.
Fantastic. So, when last we left our anti-fascist heroes, they were deep in the secondary base of the Christian Front. American Nazis, let's call them what they were. An actual real-world organization that got up to a bunch of bullshit around the turn of around the 40s, beginning of the 40s.
Hiss.
Boo hiss, yes.
Boo,
but in this version of the Continuum, they are backed by super science Nazis directly.
And not just Henry Ford.
Not just Henry Ford. But yes, they have infiltrated deep into this camp in the woods of Pennsylvania, where they have discovered the Machinatrix, a super scientist for hire, who is building dastardly mechanical devices, including one really big walking robot that has space for a human pilot and a mysterious glowing purple egg in its belly.
Metal Gear.
Indeed. Our heroes are absconded behind some cover at long range away from this barn where Jackson has just spied the mech suit in the barn. And that is exactly where we are going to be coming back. Your opponents on the field, currently within your field of vision, you have two pissant Nazis, one strong scarred Ubermensch, and the Machinatrix. Machinatrix is still in a car, while everyone else is basically on foot, although there are two motorcycles. And there are also a pair of patrolling mechanical men around the field. So, we will start with Jackson. What do you do upon seeing this mechanical device?
There looks like a mechanical suit of armor with a big purple egg in there, which we should probably beware of.
The egg!
And I think we need to destroy that thing.
Sounds good.
Do you want to do that like right now? Do you want to wait until there's fewer people? I'm up for suggestions. I mean, I don't want to get shot today. I'd really rather not.
Yeah, I don't have being shot on my agenda. And it's going to be harder to help the rest of you if I'm shot.
I can get us back in here at dark. It's just a matter of what are they going to get up to till then.
Yeah, it is morning, by the way.
Yeah.
It is early. It is breakfast time, essentially.
Well, as far as these guys, I think the automaton's probably about as difficult to take down as a man. She has something extra going on. Might be hard to shoot her. She might be somebody better off punched. Not sure.
I got some ideas.
Sure you do.
I still got this thing. She holds up the knife.
Ugh.
Yes, you have a wicked, very stylish-looking blade that hums with power and is besmirched by the sign of the Nazi swastika.
Well, I definitely think you should stab that egg with that as soon as you can.
And yeah, like I'm picturing a bigger version of the fence. But yeah, I'm game.
Maybe wrap your hand.
Throw it in,
Wrap it
or-
in something.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
look around. Yeah, we could probably take them.
I mean, do we want to try and sneak up? Do we want to see if we can have some sort of distraction on the
Oh, a
other
distract.
side?
Yeah, we could definitely do a distraction. There's a.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Trying to make a distraction happen that at least draws,
And-
if not their attention away from this barn.
I'm going to dramatically edit something.
Okay. What are you attempting doing with the note that it is very expensive? For you?
It is expensive, but I'm going to say that within about across there is a secondary barn. There is another one for a little further that way. That is where they're keeping all their rags and kerosene and whatnot,
Ah.
and gasoline and all their fuel supplies, kind of all in one place. A lot of oily rags,
It's just convenient.
for convenience. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I will say that is simple enough, but it will cost you 2 inspiration to make that happen.
Who left?
So yeah, you are sweeping your eyes with the binoculars, and maybe there was some morning mist around the camp, and then just a gust of wind came by, and then carrying with it the smell of kerosene from this sort of not quite a barn, more of a shack kind of situation that has sundries in it.
The old inflammable shack.
Hey, think you can make that shot?
I like where your head's at.
Be a good distraction.
What? Everybody ready?
Let's go.
All right. I
All
will face the other way, face the other barn, and try to make a shot into it. Can we see inside the flammable shack, or am I just hoping to hit something flammable in
I would
there?
imagine the door is left open because of poor manners.
I will say that shack is at extreme range. You're at long range to
Okay,
the
so I'll have to
barn,
get around,
so
yeah.
it is further away where it would have been hidden by mist. Actually, let me double check that. I don't. You know what? No, it also is at long range, but it is not close to the main shack. It's long range in a different direction from where you guys are.
Why don't I go post up, or if we all want.
Tell you what, why don't you just crack shots off into? You seem like you're a pretty good shot. So just if someone's gonna knife me in the back, shoot them in the face or something. That
You gonna go take care of?
I'm gonna go.
Distraction?
I'm gonna go. Klaus with the real show. Klaus with the real Ubermensch is.
All right. Well, I guess I'm with you.
Okay. So,
Where you want to be, Emma?
I mean, I'm not going to be very. I mean, I can see it. I can probably make that sprint once the distraction goes off, right?
Probably.
it is long range, so you would have to. You can get with a normal move action. You can get into from. You can basically move one range band. Exerting yourself more would you could get to medium with a roll. Long would require at least one action of like running to get to it. It is often the distance from you guys.
Yeah, I'll stay down here, I think.
Okay. Just keep an eye out because Melvin and I really don't want to bleed.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. No, I'm
mean-
gonna see how close they can get
I know we're
before.
gonna bleed.
It's gonna happen.
I know.
All right. So what is the order of operations of what you guys are doing? Are
So I
like
think they were going to creep a little closer. Is that what you're saying? And then I'm going to set them a distraction off while you guys are doing.
Yeah, we can try to get a little closer. With the realization that like stealth isn't as important because we have a ticking clock until there's a massive explosion. Oh dear.
Yeah. Once that massive explosion goes off, stealth is a little bit off the. So yeah. So like I said, this barn is there's not a lot. There are maybe a couple of buildings, maybe some like tree stumps and whatnot, but it is pretty open territory. So stealth is going to be difficult getting up to it. So that's why I really want to know what the order of operations. So
Why don't I start the fire first then?
You start the fire. I can clear the distance pretty fast.
okay, so we're going to start the fire first.
Oh, yes.
Let the distraction happen, and then are you all going to move up together, or
I'm probably actually going to hang back since my really only capabilities are in range until we're actually in it. Then
Okay.
I'll come in with it, then I'll follow up.
okay, all right.
So you're just going to be fire support, and then we'll.
Yep, I'm
I
actually
mean,
going
if
to try
you
to find somewhere I can like post up basically and snipe. So
Okay.
If you can find a vulnerable joint on one of those mechs, that'd be real good.
noted.
Okay, so let's start this with a shot from Jackson. I'm going to need an aim roll. What is the range of your weapon?
I don't know. I have the long gun. I might have to look that up right quick.
Yeah, let me look up.
Because I have a pistol and the rifle.
Okay,
I
let
imagine
me-
the long gun will give you allows you to shoot at long range. I imagine.
let's see here.
And be out checking the tables.
Weapons and equipment.
So well, this book is laid out.
All right, bolt action rifle. Okay, so it is ranged long, quality 2, which means it gets one. It gets okay, we'll just go off the stats here. So it gets 2 enhancements, and it is 2-handed. So those are
Yes.
the tags that it has. So you can fire it with no penalty from long range, and it gives you 2 enhancements to the shot. I will say there is a complication on this roll,
Okay.
that being you giving yourself away, your position away. And it is going to be given that we have at least 2 inspired opponents on the field. I'm going to say this is a 3-point complication. So to remind everybody the way complications work, it is not an additional difficulty, but it is something you have to buy off with your successes. You can choose to buy it off or not. So you can succeed and do the thing if you have no successes, or then you can make the choice between failing at the roll but buying off the complication.
Right.
So depends on how much successes you get. So that'll be an aim roll.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna. So I kind of assessing this. I'm like, okay. Well, once I take the shot, they're gonna know I'm here. So you guys might want to go ahead and start moving somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take
a
a look around to try to find a spot for me to move to.
Okay.
Basically, as soon as I crack the shot off. And then I'm gonna take my time, and
Well, hold on. So are they moving before you take the shot?
they should.
All right. So I'm going to need larceny rolls from everyone
Oh,
to
no.
move up.
Or to the sides or something.
Yeah, or something, yeah. And I'll also need a larceny roll from you to try and find a secluded spot to move to.
I suppose.
I will remind everyone that things you can do with your inspiration is using your facets in the way that is appropriate using inspiration. We can go over that real quick, just so everyone is aware of what they can do with inspiration. Let me pull that up. Come on now. Love this book. Don't like how it's laid out.
Yep.
Yep.
The bane of like role playing material.
Mhm.
Yep.
Layouts are tricky.
Mhm. Okay, so we have a destructive action, spend an inspiration to gain enhancement with a rating equal to your character's destructive facet for any dice pool that uses intention. This involves breaking objects, destroying concepts, ruining relationships. Doesn't apply in damage in combat, but would apply to kicking in a door, destroying someone's reputation, or overthrowing a government. You can use intuitive action, spend a point of inspiration to gain enhancement with a rating equal to one character's intuitive facet, any dice pool related to quick thinking or active instinctively in the moment. This applies to recovering from a surprise ambush or fast attacking a guard you just found in a bank vault. And then we have reflexive action, spend inspiration to gain enhancement equal to your reflexive facet for any dice pool related to careful planning and long-term actions. This includes most extended actions and action that require a single roll to gather information or put a plan into action. So those are 3 things that you can do with your inspiration. If anyone would like to add that to a roll, I would say this would probably be. I would probably say your role in this particular instance would be your reflexive facet because you're planning out your,
Yep.
your movements, whereas this would be intuitive for the rest of you if you would like to spend that inspiration. But you don't have to.
Got it. Do we spend inspiration before we roll?
Yes, you spend an inspiration before you
I
roll.
don't want to sit on my inspiration for this for now.
Alrighty, no problem.
We might need some really, really good emergency dramatic editing
Yep.
Mhm.
in the
Nah,
next.
I'll be okay.
All right.
I only have 3.
One sec.
Sometimes it's all you
3.
need.
Great.
Sometimes one's all you need.
Okay, excellent. All right. So, none of you failed, which is good. That's what I was looking for. So, yeah, Jackson, you scan the area and you find. What do you find? What's a.
I find like a low woodshed nearby that I can get on top of after I can easily climb up. Basically, like they have a little lean-to they've built for their firewood and whatnot that's kind of out of the way and kind of forgotten about.
Okay, noted. Oh, yeah, you ID that and can get to that quickly while still remaining in range of the combat. So where do the three of you, do you all go as a group or do you fan out?
I say we stay together, honestly.
I'd say you're smarter than me, so you tell
No,
me.
stay together. We're just gonna no. We don't listen, man. This isn't one of those cute little comic strips where everyone's fighting their own guy. Nah, dude. If you see someone about to clock me, kill him. I don't care. I'll do the same for you.
I'm gonna put my faith in Beth that she's gonna have the best eye for picking out the best shrub to hang behind.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Beth, how do you lead these two to through this fairly open field up to your targets?
Yeah, your clothes are gonna get really just kiss those goodbye. And she's gonna do like the belly creep,
Mm-hmm.
like through the grass, up through this.
Okay, so you guys find some tall grass and belly creep your way while Jackson sets up his shot. Speaking of which, now I need an aim roll from you with that complication.
Can I apply my larceny specialty if you didn't see nothing?
Absolutely, you can.
All right. Three successes and 3 enhancements. So I will use those 3 enhancements to buy off the complication of the see where we are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You crack off a shot. You sort of angle it just right so that the muzzle flare doesn't like they're looking one way and the muzzle flare isn't seen and echoes are weird and you take aim at like a precariously placed gas can that begins to explode and begins to burn and tips over into the oily rags. And then there are shots of northeastern American dismay and one mein Gott!
People affecting German accents when they
Definitely does. Absolutely. So
The
there
one
are
German guy's like, come on, guys.
there are shouted orders from the German fellow who points at the two drivers, the motorcycle driver and the car driver, points over to the woodshed and they go running off towards it.
Told you the rags were a bad idea.
The Mechanatrix, she is takes the Nazi's hand out of the car and they head into the barn. So you guys are now within medium range of this barn, and you are still at long range.
Yep.
And you can make your way up to your spot.
Yep.
Give me a quick athletics roll, please.
Okay.
Believe in your attributes if you have no
You
skills.
want to edit that scene?
Oh yeah.
How much momentum do we have? You don't mind if I spend the momentum so I can add my larceny to the...
Oh, go for it.
So I don't...
Get in there.
Is that a skill trick?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
Go
I've
for
always
it.
have an exit, basically, before you make an athletics roll to
Okay.
See, I know
escape
I
or run away from somebody.
Fantastic.
Add your larceny.
wrote another sheet. Oh well, go ahead.
Well, I'm glad I did that, because I got 1 success with all
Okay, that's enough. Yeah, you shimmy your way over and get yourself into your next shooting position.
All right.
All right. Now we're gonna have to roll us some initiative.
Everybody up.
Ooh.
So
All right.
roll for our friends. You have successfully taken out your human mooks or
Yeah.
mook humans.
I know I've done this forever, but remind me initiative.
So
I know.
initiative
I know. I
is
do the
the
same thing.
is the lower of your dexterity plus empathy
Mhm.
or your athletics plus cunning.
Dex plus empathy or dexter cunning.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, that's the
I can work with.
3.
It's usually about 3.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do we roll the zeros again?
No, yes you do. Yes you do.
yeah,
roll
it's a standard roll.
Go.
You can even have enhancement on it and
Yep.
stuff.
1.
0. Okay. 2. Okay. And let me roll for our friends here.
Gotta buy me some athletics. That's what I'm doing with my points. I was right. That's what I need.
Yep. Man, I'm so annoyed. I know I wrote up my second sheet. And I don't know where I saved it, but it's fine.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm like,
You got this.
I wrote down skill tricks, and they're not on here.
Okay.
It's fine. We'll fix it. I just need to make notes.
Hydrate before we fight.
Yeah.
Good call. Okay. Aha. Skill tricks. Mickey Mouse.
I was just tuning in. I am a very hydrate or dehydrate school.
Water bomb. That's right. You're water bombed. Take a drink. I don't know.
Drink it,
That
drink it
sounds
until your brain floats. Water toxicity is the only moral way.
I did once get yelled at by a doctor for drinking too much water. I'm a naturally very thirsty person.
Okay.
Every hour on the hour.
So, we are going to start our initiative at 2. So we will remind everyone how initiative works. Just because you rolled a certain thing doesn't mean you go on that. It's team based, so you have established slots. So I have 3 slots. You have 4 slots. And so we have a spot at 2, and given that you guys have sort of gotten the jump on the situation, I will say a PC gets to go first. Who would like to take an action?
You want it?
Noting that you are at medium range to your targets.
Okay,
Yeah,
I mean, if you want me to shoot one of those automatons, I can do that now.
Just shoot one of the automatons.
Yep, I'm gonna try to take aim and shoot at one of the automatons.
Okay, do it.
I'd rather not burn anything. I don't have to if we, until things get hairy.
What do you think it is right now?
We're not hairy yet.
Okay.
We're
We're
about
here.
to be.
If Klaus comes out in that mech, though, we're hairy.
Anybody got Do not get in the
2
robot.
success, 2 enhancement.
2 success, 2 enhancement. Okay, well this thing has a defense of 2, and no kind of armor whatsoever. So how do you take this metal man out?
Oh.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, like you said, these are normal dudes.
Yep.
And normal dudes are not inspired heroes.
Ah!
I
Shoot it in a swastika.
shoot a swastika.
Yeah, they do in fact have a swastika.
They do.
On
It's
their
perfect target practice. I love it.
so yeah, you shoot it in the swastika, which just so happens to be where all the important bits are, because fuck Nazis and their goddamn sense of style, and it shatters and falls to the ground. However, we do now have an antagonist turn, which our terrible Nazi man is going to see the enemy going down. You kind of see the gears turn in his head, and he does bolt towards the mech and begins climbing into it.
Oh, no.
Okay.
All right, so now we have another PC turn.
I have something to say about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Figured you might.
So I have a gift that says an action adventure scenes, which I'm assuming we're
Oh
in.
yeah, absolutely an action adventure scene.
For mixed actions, I take the higher of the 2 pools.
Okay.
So get up, and we're gonna run
Okay.
over to Nazi boy, Is he a minor threat or a major threat?
Oh, he's a major threat.
Okay, I was just curious.
He's a big boy.
Anyone else in the barn as, by the way, that I can
When you get into the barn seems to, well. Let's see if you can get into the barn.
Tell you what. So what I'm going to do? My plan is to spider monkey him. I'm
Okay,
gonna
you're gonna
put him in a chokehold and
Okay.
drop him to the ground before he can get in the machine.
I will say that you will need an athletics roll to get into the barn, to get in range of him. And if you want to do that, then you'll have to do a mixed action to do so.
Yeah. So basically, because this is all going to be close combat, which is going to be it's actually kind of all the same. So it's all just 5 dice.
Okay,
Can I do it all on 5 dice? Let's find out.
let's find out.
And if not, I'll spend something to make it happen on 5 dice. Because I don't want to fight a guy in a mech. Or do I? It could be cool. I don't know.
Cool but highly lethal.
Okay, well, I've got 2 successes here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have much in the way of actual enhancement for this action. I just definitely don't.
Okay, so you do have to split up your thing. I will say, if you want to spend a success to get into the barn,
Yes.
you can absolutely do that. If you only have 2 successes and no enhancement to speak of, there's no way you're hitting this guy's defense.
I know. That's why I'm trying to think real quick if there's a... Can I use momentum for enhance? I can use
Yeah,
momentum
you
for
can
raw
use
enhancement.
momentum for enhancement with the permission of the table.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
I will.
Punch him.
I can guess. I can make a guess. If it requires all of it, I'll use
It's going to take all of it to get a hit on this guy.
I think it's right. I think it's
Is
right.
that okay with everyone
don't worry.
else?
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
let me know if you got him.
We're gonna fail a roll.
Okay,
We're
that's
gonna-
I believe in my dice.
all of your.
We have Ray at the
momentum.
table. We'll fail a roll.
I guarantee.
I always made fun of people until I started role playing with you. Who would be like, "Dice are mean to me."
Yep, no, seriously.
So
Hey, of course, it's to have. Not bad.
That's
you
true.
are able to get your hands on him and prevent him from further climbing into the mech.
No.
yes, because for grapple's one of those weird things in this system. I mean, it's pretty good. Like the only option he has now is to grapple with me. Like, that's what he's doing this turn.
Okay, so that is your go on. So that's one of the 1 slots.
Yes.
The Mechanatrix is going to. So once you get into the barn, you do not see any other people in this barn. It is pretty empty. It looks like they don't want people fucking around in here. But you see her moving behind the mech towards some sort of tarp-covered contraption.
She's trying to run.
All right.
And like as you're like wrestling with this guy, turning around, like you turn around, you guys get right in the face, and he just like you can tell his eyes are going right to your nose,
Yeah.
and he's just like Yuden.
The Barden you.
So that is her go. She has gone to the back. She is pulling off the tarp of this contraption, which appears to be some sort of metal sphere, this metal ovoid thing. All right, so that is going to be another PC turn.
You want to go or?
Sure.
Okay. I have no ideas yet, so go for it.
You'll get there. So Jackson says she's trying to run, or not Jackson. I was about to say Melvin says she's trying to run, and Beth is like, "I hear you," and immediately there's just a big lady running.
All right, so once again, to get in range with her, you're going to need to do something and get in range with her. It's going to take a mixed action. The way mixed actions work is you have both the dice pools that you're trying to use, and you have to take the lower of the dice pools and spend successes to do both actions.
Sure thing.
So I'm assuming you are running up into the barn and attempting to get hands on her. Is that accurate?
I think I'm actually just gonna try and like wreck something on the machine real quick.
Okay, so you're trying to get up and you're trying to interfere with the machine
Yeah, she
itself.
is just barreling at this.
So you're just gonna start going and then not stop going.
Okay, so you're trying to check this machine. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure there's fiddly bits in there. I'm positive.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that is definitely going to be. You're going to need to do athletics and close combat to do such a thing.
I can do that.
So we'll need the lower of the dice pools that you have.
First off, I am going to spend an inspiration for "Don't Mess with Me."
Okay. And what does that do?
Minor characters, which I don't think there are any on the field right now,
There is one automaton on the field right now.
cannot target me at all.
Noted.
And all other characters have a +2 complication if they wish to attack me. Otherwise, they fail to act.
I see.
Nice.
Cool. She just looks
That's good stuff.
just concerning as all get out.
Mhm.
All right, so I need to do the athletics first and then the close combat.
No. You need
Okay.
to. It is one roll.
One roll.
Using the lower of the dice pools.
Can do.
And then you spend the dice accordingly, basically.
Sure.
And you need at least one success to successfully get into the barn in range of what's going on.
Sure.
Just realized my mind bullets is a misnomer since everything has to be close range.
Need to get you some plate armor.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're 8 and up, right?
Yep.
Okay, 3.
3 total successes.
Correct.
Okay.
I thought
So.
it was 10.
Nope.
Dang. Oh, well, still good.
So you're definitely able to get into the barn up to where this likely escape craft is. However, you do impact it pretty solidly, but this seems to be a very solid piece of machinery, and you do not have any visible effect on it.
Okay. At least I'm up next to it.
And now one of those mechanical men is going to redirect its path. And is going to be taking looks briefly at Beth, does not sort of scans over Emma, but then firmly sets its sights on the person attacking its master. So I'm going to need you to roll your defense for me, please, which is going to be one of your resilience attributes.
Leaving you, Melvin.
Is it the lowest one?
It's whatever one you want to use.
The highest.
Just if it seems plucky, then you got to apply it to me.
Okay, well, I'm going to try for composure because I'm literally trying to, stay calm while I'm attacked by a metal man and fighting a Nazi hand-to-hand. So
This is a very stressful situation.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a time when composure, that's
I can imagine how much stress I'm under.
all right. I got 2 successes.
Okay, I botched.
Fuck.
Oh no.
So, so it does take a shot that goes into Mr. Uberman's
I was
shoulder.
about to be like, oh, boom.
And
Sorry, Hans.
He says some curse towards mechanical inefficiency, but continues his grip on you. So now we are at we're well into the zeros. So I believe we just have 2 PC turns left to go.
Well, I guess that's me. Make my way into the barn, I guess.
Okay.
As quickly as possible. So I guess I'm just gonna dash for it.
Okay, so you're just making a full on movement.
Yep. Feel me now.
Okay, if that's all you're doing, you don't need to make a roll.
Okay.
You're in the barn.
Sweet.
And finally, I believe that is Jackson.
I think I went at the top, actually, right? Didn't I?
No, you. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, you did
Yes,
go at
you
the top.
kicked
Yeah,
off
that's right. You
everything.
kicked
You shot
everything off.
you shot
Okay,
one
so we are back at the top of the round. We have a 2, and I am definitely going to have Mr. Nazi Man attempt to break out of this grapple.
Okay.
He is going to spend an inspiration from his own pool for extraordinary effort. He is going to get a scale on you.
Melvin may need you. We're gonna find out.
Yep.
I'll be all right.
You
All right. So yeah,
Do we do a opposed roll
Yeah,
here?
this is an opposed roll.
Okay, so, and I think you having scale on me gives you enhancement, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 inspirations.
Ah, you're definitely out. I botched.
Okay, yeah, he absolutely botch. Momentum.
Yay!
Oh?
So yeah, he with a supreme act of strength is able to throw you off of himself.
Hoik!
And yeah, well, something like Hoik. something that I'm not going to say, but it rhymes with lick.
Oh no!
And literally like tosses you off into the ground. So he still has one hand on the mech, but has pushed you off into the ground. So we have another slot at 2, but this is a PC turn.
May I shoot big guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now that
All the
you are
shooters.
no longer up
He's-
with them, I have a clear shot.
He's already been pre-shot, so this
Yeah.
is pretty good. Like we're close.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And he's got a nice red target for you.
Indeed. So an 8. Okay, so that is 2 successes and 2 enhancement.
Okay. Yes, you are able to. All you're able to do is do an injury condition to him with that amount of successes. So yeah, another bullet gets shot into him. He seems pretty tough though. He seems to be only showing the mildest of annoyance at getting shot.
So it took all 4 to just put an injury on him?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay,
He-
right.
Yeah, he's got a pretty high.
with his defense and
Gotcha.
yeah. He does not appear to be
Noted.
wearing any armor at the moment.
He's a chunky boy.
But he is a chunky boy.
How far are they?
How far are they? So
It's
from
considered
so
close
no-
range yet.
in the barn, you are within short range,
Okay.
which means you could take a normal movement action and get within close
Get up
range
on
of them.
there. Okay.
So that is going to be, the Mechanatrix is going to take her turn now, and she is going to she's going, like, you have, like, checked it a little bit, so you're up right in the area. She is going to open the door to this thing, and is going to press a button within,
Oh, no.
and there is an immediate flare of fire underneath of it, which I am going to need you to make a stamina roll to see how much of this environmental damage you are taking.
Okay. Would this be considered indirect damage?
Yes, this is indirect damage.
Okay, I have hardy,
Okay.
so I have 2 dots of enhancement with this.
Okay.
All right. What was the numbers again?
It's going to be your, let's see, your stamina. Well, hold on. There are rules for resisting direct damage.
Sure.
Let me double check that. Damage.
And that's the egg, right? Thing.
the egg's actually
Spherical thing. Okay.
the egg's actually not. I don't think it's in the craft.
Gotcha.
She's just using
She's
an
like
egg like
theme.
she just likes the shape. I think.
It's fine. I can respect that. It's a nice shape. It's a shame it's tainted.
We can't have nice things.
No, not with them around.
No, not with them around. You're right.
Let's all try to steal that egg.
Like a bunch of rats.
It's mine.
Okay, so it's a stamina resolve. This is a level 3 indirect damage rating. So essentially, you are attempting to.
Oops. Well, it's fine.
You need to get at least 3 successes to come out of this unharmed.
Okay, can do.
Ooh, that one's a 10.
Yep, there's 10s. Don't
Wow,
worry.
looks like you did fine.
Yeah. Looks like you did good.
6 with enhancement.
Okay. How do you avoid this burst of fire?
I think definitely like her. I think there is a heat and a scorch. Like she's gonna notice this on her clothes later, but that's quicker on her feet than she looks, and steps back and pulls back.
Okay, so there's initial bursts of fire as the engines ignite, but it has not taken off yet. So that was her action. Next we have a PC
I have
action.
an idea.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna take. I might have to do dramatic editing on this again, but I'm gonna take one of those pipe bombs out of my pack, and I'm gonna whip it.
Okay.
And my dramatic editing is, and this will burn all my inspiration, I put magnets in them so they could stick to stuff.
Noted. Okay.
And I'm going to attach one of my pipe bombs to her craft.
Okay. That is going to be an athletics roll to whip it.
The good stuff. We'll leave it.
I didn't love that one.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff
Oh,
we love
yeah.
to see. So I think we got 4 successes here.
Okay, 4 successes. You successfully wing the detonator, the pipe bomb onto the craft. Are these like motion activated or
I
they
imagine
go off?
I imagine that. Well, I never declared that. So I guess now's the time.
Now's the time. Yes.
I imagine I would have gone with a remote detonator if I had, but I have 10 of them. So these might just be 30 seconds to 30
Okay,
second surprise.
30-second surprise. Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
And this one is specifically good at shredding armor.
Noted. Okay, so you ping onto it, and that is the thing that happens.
Might want to let her run.
Okay. That is going to be one of the metal men are going to take a shot. Not at Beth. They don't. You're not visibly on the field. Yeah, they're going to make a shot at Emma.
These things happen.
So please roll your defense.
Yeah. Can I resolve not to get hit?
Sure.
Good resolve.
Do not fear. Fear is the mind killer. All right. We got... Oh, okay. I have 2.
2 successes. That is much more than my botch.
Nice.
These metal
Two
men
botches.
apparently suck, even though they have 7 dice for doing this.
That's the system. The 8s, man.
And
Yeah,
them 8s,
the
yeah.
8s.
Them 8s. Okay, so yeah, shot goes wide.
She just kind of zens for a moment and goes,
Nice, love it. Yeah, and shot ricochets off, and hits something in the big mech suit that will have an effect at a later time.
Hit the Nazi again. That would have been funny.
That's not gonna hit the net.
Well, that would have been really funny. It was just like 2.
Okay, so that is going to be a PC turn. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think you've gone yet. Oh, no, neither of you have
Correct.
gone
Yeah.
yet.
This side of the table, still.
All right, so who wants to take this one?
do you want, or...
I mean, I'm a puncher.
You're a puncher. I'm gonna try and surprise blonde boy over there.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so he's you said short range, so I got to preload some stuff here. as I dodge the bullet, she's gonna also like lock eyes with like probably the back of the Nazi's head as he's trying to mess with Melvin, and I'm just gonna start charging, and as I charge, I am going to use Mind Over Matter. So I have a whole combo, so unfortunately this all like goes together.
Okay.
No.
So spend inspiration. My next action, I use resolve rather than might for attacks. +1 in power scale.
Nice.
So that's
Okay, so
something.
you're setting something up.
I am setting something up
Okay.
as I'm running.
Okay, so you're
Because I'm
getting,
gonna
you're
make
getting up in the
combats.
mix and boosting yourself with your
Oh yeah.
mystical energy.
Yes, that's why I had to do a quick meditation.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just for flavor, not actually had to do that. Spend inspiration to... He's already suffered damage,
It's true.
so I can do pain amplification.
Now you can only do one thing with inspiration a turn.
Okay, just one thing.
Yeah, you got.
All right, well, we're definitely going to use Mind Over Matter because otherwise I ain't going to hit.
Okay, so you prep yourself for the next go.
I
And
prep
that-
myself with that resolve, and I'm basically going to run in and pull out my nice Isis dagger, and I'm just going to go right for the kidney with a close attack.
Okay, so you are going to make an attack on him. So okay, go ahead and do that.
All right, so that will be my resolve plus close combat. But I didn't get to use the other part of my combo, but it's fine. It's fine. That's still 6 dice. See, when you know you roll crap, you try to
You load it.
you load it as best
As
you
much
can.
as much
Yep.
enhancement as you can
You
possibly
got
get.
this.
Oh, Oop. That's 3 with the +1 power skill.
Okay, so and 3 successes, and the knife should also give you at least 1 enhancement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a basic knife from.
Yeah, the basic knife, it gives you 1 enhancement. So
Okay.
4 successes plus 1 power scale, which is good. So that's another 2 enhancement. So you get a total of 6 successes, which is good. You dig, and this. Now he seems to not be shrugging things off. This is a solid knife to the side.
From a tiny from me.
Yeah,
from like
exactly.
a 5'5"
Yeah,
little nothing.
This does not please the Nishian Ubermensch at all. And I believe that
It's for Poland, you bastard!
So, Beth, what do you do?
I know I said punch, but you reminded me I have a knife, so.
You have a knife.
So we're gonna take the mechanist out of the equation if we can.
Okay, so you're attempting to. So, okay, she is inside the thing. She did close the door behind her.
Okay, so she closed it already.
Yeah, she closed the door. She got in and closed it and pressed the ignition button. So, and it does not seem to open easily when you try. She's not directly accessible.
Okay.
Would you like to revise your plan in some way?
Yeah, no problem. I think I do want to try and get the door open just to give her something to remember us by.
Okay, that'll be a larceny roll.
Okay.
Oh, are you using the Nazi knife?
Yes.
Okay, you're using the Nazi knife. Noted.
Yeah, that's what she got on her.
Got a magic weapon. I mean, might as well use it.
Also, Beth is very direct.
Mm-hmm.
This is an uncomplicated plan. She's fine. Let's see. So we're doing larceny. All right. Come here. 2.
2 successes. Okay. So you find a spot you think looks like a hinge or a latch, and jab the Nazi knife in. There is a pulse of power that it seems to hit like a wire or something, which radiates out through the device, causing the pipe gum to prematurely explode.
Yeah, I mean, that is what I expected to happen.
So that is going to be another stamina resolve
Here
roll
it is.
from you.
I asked for it.
You know, I don't think the armor shredding matters as much to you.
No, it doesn't.
You're not a machine or structure.
That's accurate. And
And I recall you made these fairly potent, right?
So basically the way these work, I mean, I actually don't have the stats on just a bomb.
Right.
What I have is a way to like modify them. This one is specifically as destructive.
Okay. So
This is a destructive bomb.
Gotcha.
Within
Okay.
a normal radius, normal damage, but destructive.
Gotcha. Okay.
3, the 2 enhancement from Hardy, 5.
5 successes. How do you avoid a bomb blast?
Do I have to
Duck and
avoid
cover?
it? Do I need to avoid it?
No, you threw it.
Well, I didn't know how close I was to this physical.
No,
to
no.
the ship. Okay.
The ship is in the back of the barn, whereas the mech is in the center.
So we're talking full Amish barn here.
Yeah.
Okay, not stub barn. We're talking long.
No, this is. I mean, there's like equipment in here and
Gotcha,
wires and shit. So it's a pretty substantial barn.
She grabs the door handle and then just swings it into the blast.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Direct some of that blast inward.
Indeed.
Ah!
Okay, so the pod is shredded open by the blast of this thing. There is a pretty forceful scream of pain from inside. Shrapnel explodes inward, and you guys, those who are looking at it, do see the Mechanatrix, now like covered in soot and debris with a sizable chunk of shrapnel in her shoulder. Is going to frantically going through her coat, and she is going to spend an inspiration of her own to activate Quick Getaway. And some sort of magnetic pulse from within one of her devices propels her from the inside the barn through the roof.
Cool.
It's not pleasant, but she seems to just rocket by unseen force up into the sky.
That's,
How did she do that?
that's cheating. I'm gonna get so basically just doesn't let you like spend inspiration and just like you move.
So long as she has taken damage
She can get out of there.
and she has inspiration, she just gets away.
That's real fair.
I mean,
knew it.
she is capital M, so
Yeah, I
fine.
mean, I had a feeling when I slapped her in the long-term aspiration section that but might as well break her toys. Give her something to remember.
you
it's fine.
guys have bloodied her nose very much. She now knows your faces. And is going to engrave them into the targeting of her future devices. But yeah, so she seems to literally it doesn't look like she's in control of this, so she's not like directing it. It seems to be some sort of very emergency.
The Team Rocket just
Kind of, yes.
I feel.
That's a
I mean,
it looks like
it's like, is she screaming?
Well, she did go through a roof. It's not pretty. But so that is her action. Now we have a PC action.
I feel like
think back at
Yeah, that was the top of the round.
Okay.
That was her taking her initiative.
Okay.
So yeah, now we have another 2 slot for PC.
Well, I am being menaced by a Nazi at this particular moment, so I probably want to do something about that. Also, is he still making the attempt to climb into the mech?
Yeah, he is like with hate in his eyes. He's slightly distracted by the 2 Untermensches. Inaccurate term, but that's what he's got his cultural biases. No, we don't understand Nazis. We don't empathize with Nazis. Their reasons are bullshit. But yes, no, he is like definitely trying to get into the mech suit.
what you want to do.
I want to throw one of the little mech men into the robot.
The mech man is in the mix.
It's there.
Or you could throw a pipe bomb into the robot.
I mean, throwing a pipe bomb into the robot, it seems like the right decision. Because
It's a very Melvin choice.
I feel like I'm going to have a brand. If you're going to have a brand.
It might as well be boom.
Actually, I want you to roll inspiration for me real quick, Melvin.
Unspent.
Yeah, unspent. Roll your inspiration rating.
I got a 1.
You got a 1. Good enough. So, as you're kind of running the numbers in your head, you cannot help but feel, now that you're close to this device, and more specifically the big purple egg in its undercarriage, you feel like a thrum. Like a something inside of you is resonating with the energy and emanating with this egg.
Then in that
It has no
case-
tangible results. There's nothing you can feel like you could do with it, but something in you resonates with something in
How
there.
is it mounted? And is it physically within my reach?
Yeah. I mean, you're in the mix of it. It is mounted kind of like a gem in a
With claws, basically?
yeah. There are claws handing it there. There seems to be a wire wrapped around it.
Like an induction loop.
But yeah, it seems to be physically mounted into it. But yeah, you are within range. You could do something with it if you so desired.
I mean, I'm out of inspiration entirely, so anything silly, it would just be raw Melvin.
You can think at it. You're real smart, right?
I don't know if thinking at it's the right answer at this particular moment,
That's
unless
fair.
I
You
wanted.
do still have Hans on you.
He's actually turned his back to me, basically. as a fool.
I mean, if you need a distraction, any of the rest of us could take the round and just buy you a distraction.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my next action is going to be to try and stun him.
Oh,
so-
just you do that then.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that. I think.
No, we can teamwork this. Hang on.
Yeah, just try to give him a stun, and that way, we can work from there.
Okay.
Nope, because Hans is definitely in close range, so... And it's another action, so I can spend an inspiration
You can.
to do my stun.
Spike his brain.
That's kind
All
of
right.
the point.
How does this power work?
So I spend inspiration, I make an attack with an action using aim or enigmas plus intelligence or resolve. Yes. Against the defense of the targets within close range. He's the only target that I want to hit. I roll once, apply the successes against each target individually, because I think he's the only one around. Well,
No. Melvin, both if you're hitting him, they are close together. They are within the same close range band. So this would be targeting Melvin as well.
okay, and then rather than deal damage imposed by this, I would impose the stun condition for a number of rounds equal to each success over his defense.
Okay. So you'd be hitting Melvin with this too.
Yep. Is that okay? Are you willing to take this?
If I do, yeah, it's fine. I'll probably roll enough to overcome the stun. If it's a stun rating, it probably won't be that high. So, fuck. Sorry. Wait a minute. We can curse here. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
We're fighting
All right.
Nazis.
All right.
They're
so-
profane by their very nature.
Indeed.
Yep. I
Accurate.
suck. Well, let's see. That was my enigmas and my resolves. That is
Roll my
10 fucking
defense.
dice because I don't fuck around.
Oh, get the dice.
All right. Well, let's see how well he does.
And,
I didn't know what dice. Goodness.
it's enigmas and resolve, which is 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is your cannon. This is the cannon you built. Got it.
Mhm.
I had the option
I'm getting
to use
stunned. I'm gonna get stunned, y'all. That's okay. It's not about me.
it's 3.
3 successes. Okay.
3 successes. Yep. And that's for each one. So that could have been for.
So I take a stun of.
Well, I have to roll for each target.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I thought that was for Hans.
Yeah, that was for Hans.
Okay, cool.
Which,
Another
you,
3.
you send out a bolt of psychic energy that fucks him up pretty good.
Yeah. I like the illustration in the book where it's literally the guy has like the wisps of energy coming from his eyes. All right, let's hope that my ability to fail.
Ray, use your powers.
I did 1 success.
Then you did not stun me.
Okay.
Hooray.
Fantastic. So you're able to shake off this wave of psychic energy that seems to impact with Hans.
Failure can be weaponized.
It can.
He's only stunned for 1 action.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna get the fuck away from him in that action.
But a Mechaniman is going to take a shot at. You can't. Yeah, that's still active. Yeah, no, it's not happening with you.
Yeah, it's
For the scene.
He is going to take a
Nice.
shot at Emma, though.
Nah, unacceptable.
So
Had it coming.
roll your defense, please.
I had it coming. I had it coming. Well, that's a no. That's no successes.
No successes. Okay.
I told you it was gonna happen.
Do you have any soft armor?
Yes, because I have the leather jacket, so I think
You got
that
1
was,
soft armor?
was it 1 or 2? It was just
It's
basically
definitely
1.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's
1.
It's
Okay.
definitely
That's
a leather
Yeah,
jacket.
like a Necto
Definitely.
cookie, it's just one.
Yeah, no, it's 1.
Noted. Okay. So you are going to take an injury condition.
Okay.
As a Mechanoman shoots you square in the shoulders. You are going to have a +1 difficulty for using your arms for
Oh,
anything
no.
meaningful. Okay. So that means I believe we have 3 PC turns because I got a Nazi stunned. Got
Wow.
stunned Nazi.
I'm so surprised that we haven't. Okay, good. I'm not going to look at gift horse in the math here. Suplex.
You getting them?
Oh yeah, I'm a suplex's boy.
Okay. Now, does stun does have any effect on his defense?
I think
I don't know. I think I'm just giving him the stunned condition.
I'm pretty sure it just means that if he attempts to
Rather
act
than
without
dealing
buying
with
it
the
off,
Okay, so so he has so no.
He just has to take it like a bitch.
Yep. Okay, yeah, cool. So no, it is something against his if he acts that action, but it's a PC action anyway, so.
well, I don't imagine his defense is super high right now, and that's probably good.
108. I'm just clarifying exactly what stun has to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
No worries. I think I can heal myself when I get rid of that injured condition.
Complication equal damage source rating that prevents him from moving or acting. So he just can't act.
Yeah.
And he has to overcome yeah. Okay, got it. So he has no action, but his defense is unaffected.
Yeah,
So how many successes do you get on a close combat?
I did not.
You did not.
I got one success.
Yeah, that does not.
I don't really have
defeat his defense.
I don't really have enhancement on it, unfortunately, because I'm a silly
Silly
bitch.
boy.
I
Okay.
should have shot him. Should have shot him.
Well, we have two remaining PC turns.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot that puzzle Nazi if I may.
Shoot that puzzle Nazi.
I was about to say, you got some shooting still on the board.
If this was a cartoon, he'd have like little birds flying around his head. Oh, I don't think I want to use things.
So much better. It would have been so much better.
Fine.
Oh,
I don't need arms.
There'll be other fights.
Arms are overrated.
I have an aspiration to get in, all right? But
You guys still got to get out of here.
Oh, that's right.
yeah, it's true. There's going to be a lot of people pushing their way.
One success and two enhancement.
Okay, you square a solid hit on this guy. Does not go down, but he is like, he's bleeding in multiple places. He seems to be annoyed by being shot once again. He's got blood streaming down his face. He is not a happy Nazi, and that's the best kind of Nazi. He's an unhappy Nazi. No, a dead Nazi is the best kind of Nazi. But we're getting there. Okay, so I believe that is a Beth go.
That is. You want me on you, or you want me defending her? Cool. Excellent.
It's all good.
Yep. So there is the yell of pain from Emma, and Beth's just like, okay. Like there's the look at Melvin, and then there's the look at like the bleeding arm, and it's like, no, unacceptable.
It looks complete. Melvin's situation looks so stupid. Like, he's got his arms around that Nazi. He's like, get.
There is still like that 2 second of the she's bleeding. So yeah, no, we're coming after the robot.
Okay, make me a close combat roll.
You got it. Tell me how the spec works again, please. Is it just an enhancement?
Oh, your specialties?
I have close combat knives.
Okay, your close combat specialty will not apply to a close combat roll.
Okay,
They
you're
will-
right.
That's
Never
right.
mind.
So it would have applied to your larceny roll.
Well, it's fine.
Using knives for things knives ought not be used for is now your specialty.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. I have a knife that shouldn't be used at all. So really, this is
But you
fair.
keep using it.
I know.
There'll be no consequences.
None
for
whatsoever.
that.
I've only seen a strange alien landscape once already.
Them trees was not trees.
I
I don't know what they were.
was trees.
Okay, so you 2 zeros. And let's go ahead and another 0.
Ooh.
Robot Man
I'm
dead.
about to can opener this thing.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How do you open up this Nazi robot?
Yeah, no, it's like get the heck off her, and just rams the knife like straight up where the head would be,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just like a knife going straight through this metal thing's head.
Okay, yeah, it's weird mirror configuration shatters, and it sparks out and is no more. It is at this point that thrum of power that I described to Melvin, you all start to feel it in a much more tangible way, as a stray bullet from the Mechanoman earlier seems to have twitched some wire, done something as the mech suit seems to power up on its own.
Oh,
And it's starting to
Get in the robot.
thrash its arms around.
Did you just tell me to get in the robot, Ray? Get in the robot.
Get in the robot, pilot it. Ray will have to do it again.
No.
But yeah, no, it is beginning to power up and seemingly moving of its own accord in a very erratic, wild way. We are at the top of the round.
Did you go, Jack?
Yeah, she shot.
Oh, that's right. You shot.
Yep.
Yep, that's right.
Our Nazi man is going to make, now unstunned, he's going to
Damn
make
it.
a desperate attempt to get into the pilot seat. However, he does this will require a roll from him because it's starting to twitch and move.
It doesn't want him in there right now at this seat.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Obviously, the robot likes him as much as we do.
So I'm going to make a roll. He's going to have a complication on this roll. So let's see how well he does it. He unfortunately does not make his complication as he's attempting to,
Wah, wah.
as he is attempting to scramble his way into the suit. A wild arm swipes at him, and he is catapulted to this into a wall of the barn, and seems to go unconscious from the force of the attack.
I would like to submit for approval a dramatic edit.
By all means.
His wild scrambling, his foot kicks into the orb
Okay.
and loosens it.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Sweet.
So it's still connected,
Mhm.
but now it's sort of like jiggling, and so like these emanations of power. So it's like it's starting and stopping because its connection is loosed. But there are strange sparks starting to come off of where the connection points keep going in and out.
Oh, it's like the Reichstag all over again.
I have an idea.
Me too.
With the except, I'm going to roll initiative for our Mad Mech. Okay, noted. So we're back at top of round. Our human and minor mechanical opponents are taken out of the picture. So we have a PC turn at 2. Who wants to do something?
What were you thinking?
I was going to make a dive in and try and use my last inspiration for universal logic, which basically allows me to use Enigma score for technology or science rolls to determine purpose, function, or flow of an unfamiliar object.
You know, I feel like that is highly useful and appropriate for what we're trying to do.
Yep.
We might be
I
able
like
to
how
stop
reckless it is.
Now, the thing is, you also can't use your arm.
I can't use my arms, but I
You can, but
It's
it's
just a little harder.
It's a little difficult.
fine. Cool, fine.
Be bold.
Okay, so what exactly are you trying to do?
I'm going to try and get into that robot.
Okay, so there is a 3-point complication on this, just as our Aryan friend discovered.
Not friend at all.
But I will say you can apply. You can. Technology would be a way of interacting with this, so I'll say a technology roll would be appropriate if you want to shimmy your gift usage into that.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
So yeah, it's a tech roll to figure out how to get yourself in with the 3-point complication that you've already seen the result of.
Yep, fine. I can do this.
Are you going to get the most hurt? Like, that would be...
That'd be really bad. Maybe.
Well, you're just made of nails.
Let's see. So
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
lucky.
choose
I've been
my.
through things.
I'm really, really determined to do this. Resolve.
Sure.
Yeah, this is reckless. Go. Yeah.
That's pretty dumb. Please good.
Cooler than anything I could have done.
Oh, I see 8.
Not bad.
Hey.
And a 10.
Got a 9 over here.
And a 9.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
She doing good.
All right. So it's 4, 5, 6. So
Okay.
that takes care of the 3 points.
That does take care of the 3 with 3 left over, which you are able to.
Yeah, 2 left over because. Well, no, I didn't use my arms.
Yeah, you
Never
did.
mind.
Not necessarily. You're just kind of
I'm just
shimmying
bragging
in
about
there.
it. Yeah.
But regardless, it's enough. So yeah, you are in the pilot suit of this mech. Now it is gyrating around and like it's starting and stopping. So you're in control, but you see the buttons, you see the levers, you see the things.
I see the egg.
The egg is beneath the power.
It.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I
but-
see the controls.
Yes, but that was your action to
That was
to,
my
to
action.
get in.
I am in.
To the way I'm picturing it, the egg's more like where its dick would be.
Around that, yeah. No,
Around
if we
where
want
the
to,
dick would
if
be.
we want to,
That's
if we want to put the egg in the dick region, then
Yeah,
sure.
it's around the dick region.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you're in the mech, and you can next
Single
next
weapon.
turn attempt to interact with the controls. The mech is still flailing around.
Wait. Let me roll that
so
defense.
yeah, I would like both Beth and Melvin to roll defense for me, please.
I got
Well, Bob.
Sure did. I'm totally imagining Emma running off and Beth being like,
yeah,
"Oh,
sure. It's like a brief like, oh, my hero. Darts up to the robot.
Well,
Dames. They
My
always
def-
leave you for robots.
got a defense of 1. Think I'm gonna take my schmack. Think my schmack's coming.
Nope, just that. Yep, just the one.
How much did you roll for your defense? Okay.
I didn't roll anything, so I failed to roll.
Oh, you failed to roll. Okay, so you have 1 defense. So
One.
did you roll 1 success?
Yeah.
So you have 2 successes. So I only rolled 1 success on a huge size pool, and this thing only has so much enhancement if it's not piloted. So you completely avoid it. You take yes.
I actually have 1 soft armor from Tough Cookie, so if it only got 1 success, it can't
Yeah,
inflict
yeah.
injury
So
on
yeah,
me.
so you get smacked,
I got a schmack.
but you're able to shake it off. So yeah,
You've had worse.
You just roll with it.
it does make the lower regions clench up because there's a big metal hand.
It's like, oh no.
I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Turn it on!
We're working on it.
All right, so we have all PC turns now. Who wants to take
I'm gonna
it?
try something here.
Okay.
Go for it.
Uh,
I'm also. Oh,
what are, okay. I'm not gonna try to throw a bomb at that fucking thing because that's gonna be like the worst idea ever.
please don't.
Since it's loosened,
Mm-hmm.
is there any like shrapnel, metal bars,
Shit,
pry
yeah.
bars? Yeah, I'm just gonna.
There was an explosion earlier.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up one of the inevitable like pieces of steel or rebar that's fallen near me, and I'm just gonna try to pry that son of a bitch out of there.
All right, this is going to be a technology roll to get it out with. And there is going to be a complication on this roll. I'm not going to tell you how much it is.
Cool. I can always use intellect, so that's
Did you say
great.
don't touch the egg?
But beware.
Okay.
I'm bewaring it.
You're so aware of this egg right now.
I am more aware of
Being
this egg.
aware.
We cannot not be aware
I
of it.
couldn't be more aware of this egg. All right. Well, I'm going to need some momentum to make this not be a bad thing. Most likely.
Okay, so are you spending it for enhancement or to make it a success?
Enhancement,
Enhancement. Okay, you got 2 left.
guys. I'm going to need that 2 enhancement because I only rolled 1 success here.
Go for it.
Okay, so 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, so that is enough to get it out. However, it is not enough to avoid the complication.
Good enough.
Which is, as it comes loose, it sort of tumbles out, and you cannot help yourself instinctively raising your hands to catch it. And your skin comes direct in contact with the egg. And you feel the pulse of the universe as energy, like a lightning bolt finding its path, runs through this egg into you. And I need you to make a stamina resolve roll, please.
Ooh, 2 resistances at once. That can't be good.
Ooh.
I don't suppose this is environmental damage.
Oh no, sorry. Stamina resolve. This is this is just hurts.
It's just
So now
It
I'm gonna be
hurts
one.
so
I
bad.
got 1 success.
Okay. So you are going to take 2 injury conditions.
That's fair. That's a fair thing.
But it seems like something in you and something in this egg are reacting to each other. And as purple sparks and flames burn your skin, you seem to drain the energy from this this egg, and the mech powers down, and you can now purchase power gifts.
Oh.
So the first thing Mel does is throw up. As is any character of mine that goes through a traumatic event. First thing they got to do. Time to puke.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Indeed. Whoa, indeed. Ow, my arms.
What happened?
It's not too bad, is it? I can't look at them. What happened to my hands? Are they still there? I can't look. Are they still like how bad are the burns?
And you have 2 injury conditions. How much health do you have?
Well, I have a stamina of 2, so I think I have 3 or 4.
I think so. Let's
I think you get what, 2 bruised, an injured, and a maimed.
I believe you get a bruised, injured, and maimed unless you
You
get
get a bruised, injured, and maimed.
You get
Oh.
a second bruise when you get stamina 3.
Okay, so I'm injured.
Yeah.
I'm injured on my arms. I'm going to guess that all complications are around.
Yeah. Your hand, like your manual dexterity, is kind of shot.
Take a second.
so-
Yeah, good to know. I want to know your situation.
Oh, well, actually, so once I see the Nazi go flying, like, okay, well, the scientists, the think you guys got that going on inside, I actually want to survey what's happening with the guys we sent away with distraction and make sure. Basically, I'm keeping an eye out for anybody else who's incoming.
I mean, they
Who's coming to our barn?
they had made their way to the shed, and then the shit started happening.
So I assume they're making their way
So
back.
yeah, you actually see one of them is cautiously approaching. The other has run off into the camp, and it's at about this time that alarms would be going off if this camp's power supply hadn't just got drained.
I'm going to shoot the guy who's approaching, if I may. But
Okay, yeah, if you want to take a shot at that guy who's approaching, absolutely.
You know what every stalwart needs? Another pure dose of caloric energy, just right to the face.
Or the hands.
Right, yes. In this case.
oh my god, I failed completely.
Oh.
It wasn't a botch. It was just
Oh
a
no,
failure.
momentum.
So
All right, so you get a point of momentum. So you take a shot at this guy, and now he is super cautiously, like he is pulling his gun and looking for you. And so you
Good,
you failed utterly.
I failed. Yeah, no shot.
Yeah, so he is going to see where that shot came from, and is going to take a shot at you with his pistol.
That's fair.
So please roll your defense.
That is
One of your resilience attributes.
just one of my resilience. Okay. Yep.
So you have a base unless anything special happens, you have a base of 1 plus successes rolled on a resilience attribute.
The one for my tough cookie.
No. It just everyone has a base defense. of
Okay, gotcha.
1. Tough kid gives you armor.
Yeah,
Soft
soft armor, right. I got 1 on my defense, and I have a soft armor. So I guess that's 2 total for defense. The 1 plus the 1 I rolled.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna pause because I've just noticed that my camera is fucked. So you got a total of defense of 2.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna roll for this conveniently statted out fascist agitator block. It's so nice for them to give us a fascist agitator.
Some stereotypes are to be ready for.
It's like they're weirdly prevalent or something.
Yeah. Let's see.
They know their
How much
audience.
enhancement do they have? Okay. So, with your soft armor, yeah. So you take it. What kind of armor are you wearing? You're just wearing a.
Tough cookie.
Tough. So yeah. So you get it's a graze that comes by you. So you feel the burn of the bullet as it grazes your shoulder, but does no significant damage. In the barn, we're gonna go out of initiative order for the time. No, there's still a dude out there. So you guys hear a shot from outside the barn.
Ah, son of a bitch.
You actually hear 2 shots from outside the barn because one from Jackson, one from the shooting back.
There'll be a
The thing is no longer responding.
All right.
there'll be a thunk 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 of a fist on the armor of the. You okay in there?
Yeah. Get out.
Yeah, I think I...
Look over at Melvin.
Oh.
You okay?
All right, so in the barn, you guys hear 2 shots ring out from outside.
Yep.
We're back at top of the round.
Yep.
So who wants to go on 2?
I was about to say, you two are calling that you're okay. I'm gonna go check on.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
All right, it's gonna turn, and it's gonna take some time. So I'm gonna use the whole action. Just
Okay, so you're just yeah. So
once again,
This-
big girl. rush.
this poorly diluted yet still a fascist and thus responsible for his actions, American Nazi, takes a shot at Jackson, and then coming from the barn, Beth comes running.
Oh, well, she's
so
My
he's-
hero.
But that is still another PC action.
Hey, you think you could do some of that stuff you do to this? Maybe.
You're not gonna like that answer. I might have gotten a little overambitious earlier.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
I will say, for those in the barn, that big rush of energy that came from it when he channeled it would have restored 1 inspiration.
Oh, thank God, yes.
Oh, yeah, he
Okay.
gets exposure to a
Yeah, that's
that does
right.
make
Okay.
sense.
Oh, well, good to know.
You're full, by the way.
Yeah,
You are full of inspiration, by the way.
All right, never mind. Yes, let me just figure out how to get down without my hands. Just kind of kick open the door.
Well, it's okay. As I previously described, it's more of a cage,
Oh, that's right. It's
kind of more like the
loader
loaders from the Matrix.
Okay.
Come here, just get close.
So you can even reach down.
Yeah.
And
I'm living in the same world you are, sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh God.
Mm.
What the hell happened? Did you pick up something like uranium or something?
Yeah,
He just looks at the.
Oh.
it is still dully glowing. Like there is some glow to it, but it is much less vibrant now. And it does not look look like a radiation burn.
Okay. Yeah. No. We'll just do the thing. I'm gonna clear your chakras a bit, and I'm gonna use mend. Cheat. All right. So ordinary action. Enigmas. Hooray. Against a difficulty 3 to remove 1 condition from the target, including injuries. So that is what I'm gonna do.
Works for me.
All right. Resolve.
Sure.
I'm just gonna lean on that as much as possible.
Use the power of determination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ooh. I don't have any momentum, do we?
Let's take a look here.
I think we have one.
We have one.
Yep, which would give me
One more
reroll.
enhancement. Yeah. No, it would not give you a reroll.
Okay.
It would enhance. It would give you, because we're using the updated momentum rules. You can buy an enhancement with it.
So did you roll 1 or 2 successes?
I rolled 1 success.
Okay, well, there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. I think
I think I messed it up really bad.
So does that what's the threshold for?
3.
You have to-
Difficulty 3 to remove 1 condition from the target, including
Okay.
injuries. So
Yeah, then that I will give you that success at a cost.
Okay.
Um,
Power's always free.
yeah. So yeah, you are
The cost is more fun.
indeed. You have, as you were sort of like pushing energy and moving energy around to heal his condition, you get into a bit of simpatico with Melvin's energy, and you do not like what you see. Like it feels bad, like out of sync with the natural harmony, and you are going to have until you resolve it a -1 a condition on your character of -1 for any sort of direct interactions with Melvin mechanically. You're not feeling him. So it's a -1 dice penalty anytime you are directly mechanically working with Melvin.
Yeah, that egg fucked you up.
It fucked up my vibes. Oh no.
Should have been more aware of it.
Uh,
I'm intimate with it.
okay. So that is you have an action now.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be good enough. I pick up a piece of rebar, and I just sort of very coolly walk out of the shed and hurl it into the guy like a javelin.
Okay. You're gonna be at medium range.
I can, yeah.
No,
I have
okay.
my,
You're good. You're good for that.
yeah. Oh, I can totally do that. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
We're just gonna keep dropping. We'll drop them, and I have +1 might scale on this.
Okay.
Little does he know. Prior to coming here, I soaked those dice in butter.
Oh no!
So I got 3 total with the might scale.
Okay. With the might scale, yeah. Patang.
So I just spear him with some rebar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he drops. So all present enemies are down. However,
That feels better.
you guys are beginning to hear shouts from elsewhere in the camp as that other American Nazi has made it to the rest of the camp and told
Super
them
run away.
shit's happening.
Looking up at Jackson on the roof of the free Jeep. Come on.
The Jeep.
Time to go.
Time
And
to
I
go.
popped out and started running.
And that is where we're going to take our break. Welcome back to Simulacra Studios presents Trinity Continuum Adventure, The Undesirables.
We sure are.
You sure are. Yeah, you sure did prove some advanced race theory wrong.
Hell yeah.
How's your new skull shape?
Exactly. So, you guys are still in the barn. Jackson, you're still out of the barn, but close enough to have a view of the situation. All of your opponents are down or escaped. You have an unconscious Nazi, for real Nazi, a powered down mech, and a still slightly glowing purple egg of power, which I'm assuming you dropped.
Yeah, I don't really want to touch it again because
Yeah, it is glowing. It is not like catching the barn floor on fire or anything. But yeah, and you guys are starting to hear raised, agitated voices coming from off elsewhere in the camp.
I'm going to run up to meet those two on
Okay.
the outside of the barn. We should get that egg in that Jeep and leave.
Yep.
Let's say, since I'm still in the barns or anything, it looks like I could probably put the egg in.
Like a blanket or something.
Your jacket.
Yeah, you can take off your
Yeah,
jacket.
that's true. I could just take off the jacket.
Mhm.
Aha!
Absolutely. Yeah, you
Wrap it
can
up
you can
in
wrap
that.
it up in
It's
the
a good
jacket. Like you look around a little bit and you actually see, because you had seen in the photos before, like a case, like an oven-sized case,
Yeah.
and you see it open with an egg-shaped indention in it.
Well, there you have it.
So you're able to
Aha!
dump that.
Excellent.
What's your might?
1.
So yeah, you guys are all outside. She's in traggling, and she you eventually hear the scrape dragging of
Yeah. Figure out who I can't. So I'm not really great at driving. So anyway, and
Yeah.
who has dots in pilot.
I'm from the city, so
No.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are able to get the egg in its container into the back of the Jeep. There are so I need to know who is taking the wheel of the Jeep.
I'll take the wheel of the Jeep.
best dexterity wins in this case. 'Cause you know how to pilot.
Oh, well, my
and
dex
we're-
isn't that great. I only have 2.
And we're just leaving him there.
Yeah,
No.
there is a
Oh, no, we
Nazi.
should kill that guy.
Oh no! It's like, oh yeah, you're right. Click, press to his head, pop. No question.
Yeah,
Don't even think about it.
You,
That's what she's like. You get the honors. We gotta go.
yeah, his Nazi brains splatter out the back of his head, and you have one dead Nazi.
Oh, I'm putting it that way.
If
And
there's
I,
momentum left, I can
does
use
he-
my
And
gun
I'm
to
not getting
drive.
creepy about it.
Does he have any epaulets
Sorry, I was
of
having-
medals, any sort of memorabilia, Nazi bullshit on him other than his knife holster?
Not on him. He had taken off his jacket.
Okay. I take his.
But his jacket is in the motorcycle.
Okay. I pull his sheath off of him and I toss it to you as we head back into the truck.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I definitely need that.
Yeah.
Fits right in.
No, that's one. That's one less
have
problem.
any momentum left?
You have one momentum left.
Well, if you want me to try to pilot, I can use it. I can try to use it.
Hold on, I need to.
Let me see if I.
So you're just grabbing the sheet. You're not going through his shit at all.
I mean, you could steal his wallet.
You're right. I probably should give him check his pockets.
He might have papers on him.
He might have some sort of identification, so we can. Yeah, you're right.
Leave to someone else.
I would say make it quick though. Like,
Yeah, I'll try to. Be quick
While
about
you're at it, I'll go search the guy who got impaled with the rebar outside.
His name is Mark Tansen, shithead from Wisconsin. Just not,
Nothing interesting.
is he the one that had the Jeep keys on?
Yeah, no. I'm assuming you guys get
Yeah.
what you need. It's not too
We
difficult.
had keys. Does he have like a $5?
Yeah, he's got like.
Rob it. Let's rob this motherfucker.
I see no issue with this.
Their money spins.
We're redistributing wealth. It's fine.
Now, there's an idea.
I know, right?
All right, we ready to go?
Yep.
Give me just one
Yeah,
moment to bring up some notes that I had previously. Come on, where'd you go? Oh wait, no. There's the session notes. Yeah, you find he's an Unterführer is his rank, and you find his he had some bullshit German name, and you find a sort of a packet of what looks like to be like orders, like his operating orders. You speak German, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
I
you're
live in
able to
Berlin.
get that. But the most pertinent detail that you get from this thing is that these orders were received from the SS Oberfuhrer Uwe Sauer, who I will put that very German name in our notes in the bit.
Yeah. UWESAUR.
Yeah. Yeah. But that is the rank of the person who was
Uberfuhrer.
Oberfuhrer. So yeah, so you get that. You get like from the two dudes, you get like $10 from their wallets and the keys. So yeah, so how are you guys you have the Jeep, you have the keys. What's the plan?
I'm going to hop into this Jeep. I'm going to tell... All right, I knew a guy who told me how to do this one time. So I have the skill trick gun tool.
Okay.
Character can use her gun for any action, no matter how unreasonable it may seem. Once for the scene, the player may spend a momentum to add their aim to any single die roll.
Yep.
Point that car and go.
Okay.
Nice.
Basically, I'll have my gun out and I'm like looking at while I'm Indiana Jonesing over the spears.
So
I love it.
The only thing that resembles a road is going where the voices are coming from.
Oh.
Okay, well,
Can in that case?
Oh.
Can you point the truck at them and we'll just leave through the
I got,
gates?
yeah.
Yep.
Free missile. Remember free missile? Free missile. Hold on. I got a bomb for that.
Of course they do.
Let's see, about 30 seconds. Hit it at about X mile an hour. You should be good. Ready to go?
in that case, I'm going to use his pipe bomb and wedge it onto the accelerator
Exactly.
and jump out just in time. But I still want to, if y'all don't mind, I'll still use the
Okay,
gun
yeah,
tool to do
okay,
that.
okay. So you are using the car as a
As a missile.
Projectile.
As a projectile, and then
this
we're going to
one-
leave the other way.
And
Okay.
this IED has an increased radius.
Woohoo!
What are you going to do about the egg container?
Oh yeah. I mean,
How heavy is it?
I mean, it's it's not dragging this thing around is going to be cumbersome. It has some weight to it. So I just want to make sure before A, you abandon it, or B, use the best method of transporting a big heavy thing as a weapon that is going to explode.
We could. I say. Here's my thought. We use a motorcycle as a weapon to explode. and then we take this thing off road until we break it.
Hey,
All right, cool.
Okay. All right. So so you were sending a bombed motorcycle towards the dipshits.
Is this a motorcycle that also has a side caddy
does
that you
have
can just load up with extras? Yeah.
I mean, I could put a few extras in there. It'll be really loud. So yeah, 3.
Okay.
I
Three
put
bombs.
3 wide radius IEDs, pipe bombs into it, and set it on its merry way.
And nothing of value was lost.
Absolutely. So
bad
then,
news, bad news, Jackson, you still got to drive.
so then you're off-roading, so you're not going on the road. So
No,
you're
we're just
taking off into wild
hit,
country.
Yeah.
hit the fence. Who cares?
Okay. All right. So let's see here. I am going to need 2 pilot rolls. One to see how well you aim the motorcycle at the impending dipshits.
I'll
let you do that one.
do that one. And I'm gonna do extraordinary effort on this. Burn an inspiration for extraordinary effort on
Okay.
it, so I can up my scale on it,
Sounds good.
so that this isn't just a raw intelligence roll.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's
no.
not a botch. It's not a botch. It's,
Okay.
it's not a botch.
But it's a failure?
Yes.
Okay, well, that is a momentum. You don't have enough momentum to turn a failure into a success.
So okay. So it's going somewhere.
May I use dramatic editing to say that it goes somewhere in such a way that it is very hard for them to follow us because there's a big fireball of wreckage between them and us?
You can absolutely do that. So, yeah, it doesn't quite make it to you guys see another Jeep packed with dudes coming over the kind of a hill area. And you try and aim it towards those guys. It goes all wobbly.
I didn't account for the sidecar.
Yeah. It goes off. It like flips over and just creates a huge like gut in the road that the car. It doesn't like damage or hurt anybody in it, but the Jeep just sort of like front ends into this like sudden ditch. And is caught by some flames. So they are delayed for at least a few moments.
Got it.
Then I'm going to need a pilot roll for you guys to get out of
Well, I'm
the
going to
area.
spend the
of danger.
momentum to
Okay.
gun tool it.
You may use your gun for anything.
Indeed.
Look, those are like the
Can you use
best.
dramatic editing more than once in a scene, or is that
You can only spend inspiration once in an action.
right?
So yeah, you've
Okay.
spent your
Yeah.
dramatic editing. You've spent your inspiration for this action.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
I also failed. even with
Yeah,
that.
here it comes.
Oh well, at least we got the momentum back.
It's
I
the-
mean,
yeah.
we fucked around. It's time to
fine.
find out.
Yeah.
It's the churn, guys. It's the churn.
Absolutely. So you try. How are you using your gun to drive a car? I need to know this.
I'm very nervous behind the wheel because I'm not super familiar with this. I've done it before, mostly driven like a tractor. But so basically, I'm just using the comfort of being behind a pistol. I have my long gun back, thrown in the back seat, and I just have my pistol out over the windshield, over the
Okay.
steering wheel. I'm literally using it to like figure out where to go.
I feel in control now.
Keep it between the. Wait, there are no lines.
It's
There are
a
no lines.
security pistol.
I sleep with it.
So it is not shocking to know that this is not a good plan.
Guys, I thought it would work.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
Look, I can use enigmas for everything. Why can't you?
So yeah, like Jackson guns it, like has his gun out, and then just like by the will of the gun says turn right, and that's not the right direction. And
I found a tree, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure I was
you
walking right now.
find the one tree stump.
So as we're all kind of hanging out, it's like, hey, about how many guys did you think was in that Jeep back there?
It looks like there are like four guys in seats and like two guys hanging off. So there are six American Nazis who are piling out of their now like front-ended Jeep.
Come on, if somebody can carry that case, I got us. Ugh.
I got.
Okay.
I just
Can you just chuck that case far away? Can't you throw things good?
pretty good, yeah.
We'll go get it later.
No, I'm not throwing the egg away. You
Yeah.
crazy?
Oh.
No, I wrapped some straps and I just You seen Better Call Saul,
Yeah.
where he puts the thing on his, where he puts too much money on his back.
That's going to be an athletics roll.
Okay. Knowledge of knots. Oh, that I rolled. It's of course. 3 10s. Thanks.
Nice.
Well, I guess. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 4 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you just get your weight right under it. Like, it feels right.
All right.
Like, you just somehow get it in the pocket, and for at least the next little bit, you've got it on your back. So does anyone have anything they'd like to pull before we're going to get back into initiative?
Yes. I
Okay.
have the edge without a trace as applies to wilderness.
Yes.
You leave behind no footprints or other evidence of your passage. Your scent is basically non-existent, and even animals can't follow your trail. You are not actually invisible, but if you manage to get out of sight, it quickly becomes difficult to find you.
So the issue with that is that you are currently in sight.
Okay.
They can see you.
So we hit a tree before we even got out of sight.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
infinitely found tree.
Yeah,
That's
it was
found
it was
tree.
a stump.
We're leaving this part out of the report.
So you guys are still
I'm real embarrassed
you
about
are
this.
still in open field.
Okay,
Okay.
Guys,
then nah, I think we
hate
gotta
to
deal
say
with it.
Let's just fight these dudes.
Yeah, I think we gotta
Let's
deal with it.
fight these guys. It'll be fine.
Okay.
It was nice. It like pats Jackson on the shoulder. It was a great plan. It was a nice plan. Let's go shoot those guys. Or
I'm
shoot
very
those guys.
embarrassed right now.
Nobody saw anything.
No, it's fine. You use your gun as
No
a
one
gun.
saw nothing. You're right.
Yeah.
They're not
Uh,
gonna see anything.
okay.
Dude.
You got them right where you want them.
anything else before we roll initiative? Any tricks or editing or anything like that?
I'm all out of inspiration, so no.
Oh shit.
The thing I do, I think I need to be a little closer.
I mean,
For automatic recruitment, how close do you think I have to be? It doesn't say in the rule, the text. Of the
I mean, you
rules.
have to be like within shouting range, I would say.
Okay. I got this. Don't worry. I think I have a trick that'll work, but we gotta get in. We gotta get closer.
All right. You know what?
Ooh, that's a
I got an inspiration back due to the dumb egg. I'm a blow. Don't mess with me again.
Okay, noted.
I assume it's a new scene.
Yeah, it's a new scene.
Cool. So yeah.
All right, so that works on minor characters.
Correct.
All right, well, these fucking fascists are not major characters. They
That's what I thought.
aren't the best.
If the aggressor has a source pool, then they can spin to
They
attack.
do not have a sword.
That means
pool.
I figured.
that's us.
Yeah, that's y'all.
Oh, that's right. I have a camera. I forgot about that. Could I have taken pictures of while I was in the barn before we left?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Just for the report.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. That's it.
Okay. So I guess we are rolling initiative then.
Yep. All right. That was 3 dice.
So it's always gonna be this way.
Okay. All right. So what did everyone get for initiative?
2.
0. Okay. So we have a PC turn at 2. These fascists are at medium range currently, and they are all sort of making their way. Most of them have pistols. Like one of them is hanging back with a long gun. So we have a PC turn.
I say we take cover and just
yeah, I was gonna say, can I just?
because cover in this game, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, extra health levels, just straight up. If you take cover in this game,
I mean, we're by the Jeep. We can use that as cover, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, you can guys get behind cover of the Jeep.
Yeah, I want to get behind the Jeep and shoot at the guy with the long gun with my long gun, if that's all right.
smart.
Woohoo!
Okay,
Do it.
Yeah.
Get the party started.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll assume you guys have the cover of the Jeep, which is going to be an extra health level basically, because it did flip over and kind of get messed up. No, it didn't flip, but it did get messed up.
Yeah.
That is 4 total.
4 total. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, you take a shot at the dude in the group. And take him out
All right.
with that level of success. So yeah, you down one Nazi.
I was specifically going for rifle Nazi.
Rifle Nazi. You took that rifle Nazi.
Yes.
Good time to have.
I can have rifles.
Okay. All right. So then there's going to be another Nazi. A Nazi's going to go. and is going to move up into short range with you guys
That's exactly where I want him to be.
and shoot at Jackson because
fair.
they just shot their buddy.
Oh, yeah.
So please roll your defense.
Also, it's probably pretty obvious. So.
Yeah.
He's the one that goes pow.
That's 3 total.
Okay, 3 total.
Yep.
Okay, good. And hold on, let me just double check this because there are special rules for this type of group.
And injury conditions last until they're healed, right?
Until they're healed, yes.
Okay,
Yep.
just making sure.
They take a certain amount of time to heal.
Yep, you still have one, I still have one. Oh, sad Morpheus.
Such a sad little kitty.
I want to be where y'all are.
I want to be where the people are. I want to get.
I mean, not really, but the door's shut, and I don't like that.
I want to get those pets in. Rubbing on legs. I know. I can probably come up with something better.
You were doing great.
I was losing the rhyme. Much respect to Filkers.
Okay, all right, so that's how they work. Right. Okay. So your defense. You roll how much defense
I
total?
rolled 2 plus my
Roll 2
1.
plus 1. Okay. And you have 1 soft
I
armor.
have 1 soft armor.
Okay. Unfortunately, given that there are many of these, there's a big group of these motherfuckers. They get a good amount of enhancement. 3, 4. Yeah, they are going to do an injury condition to you.
Does the cover count?
Yeah, and it ping. Yeah, so an injury condition, it takes off your portion of the cover.
I was probably behind the driver's door.
yeah.
If that's where I just was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dang it.
Okay. So that's going to be another PC go.
I'm gonna wait in there. They're in short range now.
Yeah, they're in short range, so you can get into close range with them. I mean, they're coming at you with pistols, so
Understood.
so you're just gonna start laying into Nazis.
Yep.
Okay. Make me a close combat.
Did they all move into short range?
Yeah, they
Okay,
like
cool.
they all moved with the exception of the one guy that
Okay, so my dream can be fulfilled.
Absolutely.
I'm about to fulfill my dream.
Get in here with me.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
about to say.
we going in.
Peel or mind bullets.
That's the bear.
You know, there's plenty of time for healing later if we kill these guys.
True.
If we fail to kill these guys, it won't be.
Correct.
Put on my brass knuckles and go to business.
Yeah.
Well, somebody getting hurt.
That's why they call me Mr. Business.
Well, y'all are rolling mass. See the book.
Sure.
Thank you.
That's 5 zeros on this roll so far.
Oh boy.
So
Nice.
that's one dead man.
Woohoo! I was like, God, somebody getting hurt. Yeah, that's literally 7.
Oh yeah, I mean there's no fucking way. So yeah, you got this man. I'm assuming you're using are you using the knife or are you just punching?
You know what? I feel like the knife has given us a little bit of a creepy right now. So no, we're punching.
Okay, so you just absolutely lay one of these bastards out. It is at this point, so hold on, that's 2 down. As at this point, I'm going to use the fascist agitators once per scene ability to double their numbers as another jeep comes around the road.
It's called race science.
Yeah, right, science, absolutely.
Oh, I got that. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, so another group, another jeep with 4 more American dipshits comes around the way and begins to enter the fray.
What range? Are they at medium?
Currently, they are at medium. Yes.
We got it. Oh. Sorry, the
It's
cat. The cat's being cute. Sorry.
He is a woo.
So yeah. Is it a PC turn?
Yeah, it's easier.
I take one of my hardier pipe bombs, the ones that go bigger with enhancement, and I'm gonna huck it into their car.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually, because I can do this, I'm gonna huck it and then I'm gonna shoot it to set it off
Okay.
above their vehicle.
All right. So there's going to be a 2-action
Yeah.
thingy.
Yep.
But you're using your thing that lets you
Yep.
do that thing.
And because I'm hurling stuff, he gets enhancement. Meow.
Hearing you on.
Yeah. I don't know if the audience can hear the cat, but he's very upset.
Probably.
So I got
He sounds like a husky.
Yeah.
Like, wah, wah, wah.
So after buying off the complication from using these hands, I got 2 successes. So I think one to throw, one to shoot.
Um,
I'll burn. I mean, I can burn.
if you want to burn some momentum, because hold on, where's the tracker? How much
We have-
momentum?
I think we have 2 or 3.
Yeah, we get 2.
Okay. Yeah. To get both happening, you'd have to blow the rest of your momentum.
It'll take them all out.
I mean, the momentum is for the action. You have
Take
no
them all
problem
out.
from me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Or it should hurt them very badly.
Okay. I am still going to roll against their roll for them resisting this damage.
Yep.
But they don't have resistance as any kind of.
So, yeah, and this one has a +1 enhancement.
But they botch. So yeah, that does a bad thing to that car and those Nazis in it. So yeah, that car explodes in a bloody explosion.
Cinematic.
Yeah, exactly. There are people torn up and on fire, and not hurting, not coming for you. All right.
Carry on.
That is going to be another PC turn.
All right. Are there any still on the field?
Yeah, there's still 4
Nice shot.
Nazis on the field.
Okay. How far away?
They are still at medium range from you at the moment.
Sorry.
The cat is rolling his desperation pool.
He is. He's trying very hard to break in.
Which cat?
I'm the last one to go too, aren't I? Yeah, because
Yeah.
you went. Yep. Dang.
I mean,
Did you take a go yet?
I
You,
went
you
first.
took
You
out
went
the
first.
thing.
I
Yeah.
shot the rifle guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you are the last one to go.
Shit.
You can always just shoot him with the gun.
Wait, did Beth go?
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
wanna
That's
use
punch the
I-
Nazis.
I want to use mine bullets, but again, I have to be in close.
Get up on him.
But I can only do one.
ugh.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't say. It actually doesn't tell me.
What?
So it's Fist of the Mind.
Mm-hmm.
Light punch.
Yes. So whenever your character would make a close combat attack, they may instead attack with telekinetic force, substitute enigmas, or integrity skill for the close combat skill. When they do, they increase the cost of the inflict injury stunt by 1, decrease the cost of knockback and knockdown stunts by 1. Attacks made with telekinesis force only deal ray damage, otherwise they deal damage appropriate to the weapon. But it doesn't say.
So you have to punch him.
Yeah, you
I-
have to punch him.
But
You're
it sounds like
enhancing
it's
your own.
Specifically one person, right?
Well,
Yeah, so yeah.
attacking multiple people is hard anyway because you have to split your attack pool between like everybody you're attacking.
Or like with the stun one where I have to roll
Yeah.
for everybody. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. How badly do I want that? Sure. Whatever. You only live once. Ooh. I'm gonna. Whichever one looks like they're the closest.
Okay, you're running up on them and
I'm
punching
gonna
them?
run up on them. I'm gonna make it look like I'm about to punch them, so they'll have like no real reason to fear me. And then I'm just like, wom, 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 wom.
Okay, awesome.
And
Make that
Oh,
roll.
woman!
A woman is gonna punch.
there were plenty of women at the Boons, but I don't think there was any ladies at this thing.
Still sausage fest.
I'm gonna use that resolve again.
Funny how Nazis it keeps falling into like monocultures. I don't know.
Look, nature is a mother, and I'm here.
3, 5.
5 successes. Yeah, you send out a wave of telekinetic force that slams this Nazi into the ground, and he is not feeling.
Cool.
World.
I'm gonna use him as a human shield and run back and hide away from his friends.
Oh,
That's my next.
Okay, got it. Okay. Okay.
'Cause I'm in the
So we are definitely at the top of the round again, meaning we have a PC turn.
Can I hit a Nazi with a Nazi? I've been,
Yeah,
I've
do
been
it,
Yeah,
desperate.
it's
Yeah.
in there. We've been
Yeah.
trying to set him up for
I've been
you.
desperate.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I got one right here.
actually,
man.
that's what I was about to do. It's like, I need
Can I borrow that?
I need this.
You gonna eat that?
I do in fact say, I need this.
Oh,
and
I'm yours.
I just hurl him into his friends.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be an athletics roll.
Oh, that didn't cost me initially. Yes.
Okay, so with... you know what? Just for fun, I'm going to burn inspiration to give myself additional smite scale on
Okay.
this. So now it's +5. It's 4 enhancement.
Mm-hmm.
So I take a grand total of 4 successes to hurl this dude into his buddies.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Bowl over one more Nazi, catching a dude right in the face with it. Okay, so we're down to 2 more Nazis. So we only got 2 Nazis left. Who wants to take it out? Who wants to go? Punching?
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get in there.
God, inspiration.
Yeah, that's what it's there for.
It's that realization that when you've had it before, you haven't used it enough. That's the sad part. Like, it's like I've played games before where I didn't use my inspiration as much as I should have.
You're not as gross this time, thank heavens. Well, I mean, So, just 2 this round.
2 successes. Any enhancement on that?
You're with your fists,
I don't think so.
unless you're using brass knuckles now.
Yeah. So yeah, you tussle with one of these Nazis, and he weaves out of the way.
No problem.
All right, so I believe that is Jackson.
I will shoot at the Nazi as he ducks away from her.
Okay.
I will. Hopefully, he will come right into my line of fire.
Ha
Fine.
ha.
Teamwork.
Just setting it up. We're just setting things up for each other. It's fine.
Oh my god, I'm rolling so bad tonight. That is 3 total.
3 total. It's enough.
You get it.
Yeah, you pop that one Nazi. There's only 1 Nazi left, or American Nazi, whatever. They're not. They're just Nazis. They're Nazis.
Yeah.
Oh, I completely forgot to recruit. Fuck it.
But yeah, he is going to make an attack at Emma. No, sorry, at Beth. No, he can't. He
mine-
can't. Fuck.
Yeah.
He aims at me. I snarl
I
at
am.
him.
I will say I am not under any cover. So
That's true. Yeah, you're.
Neither am
you-
I. I mean, we're all out in the open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just scary.
She's the only one off the table.
She just punched that guy so hard he exploded.
Yep.
Like,
That's bad.
never mind guy who hit dude with other dude. Like,
That's terrible in cities, but like in completely unciviliized situations, she's magnificent.
Yeah. Melvin, go ahead and roll your defense.
you
roll,
got
please.
it. Oh, actually worked for once.
Hey.
3 defense.
Okay. Yeah. He misses his shot.
If we're back to PC turn, can
We
I just be like, buddy, stop for a second. Look around you. Are you really the finest you could be? We just sprayed your commander's brains all over a wall. Was he truly the Ubermensch you sought after? Automatic recruitment.
All right. So you just.
He's my friend. He's my friend now.
He's your friend now,
And he will
Okay.
help us.
He's all like, "My God, that guy was. He was supposed to be invincible."
Yeah, I shot him in the head. He's dead. He's nothing.
All of this is. What am I doing with my life?
Yeah, you're playing pretend in the woods with your buddies. It's weird.
You could get so much more.
Tell you what, man. Tell you what.
I need to get the fuck out of here. My wife was right about this shit.
Absolutely. Buddy, don't even think of another thought. You get on that motorcycle over there and you go home to your wife.
You listen to women.
And also, and you should listen to women. For real, though.
This
They know better, I swear.
All right. He looks over at the. Well, there is no. Unless anyone wants to dramatic edit a motorcycle in the room. He's like,
There were two motorcycles. Weren't there?
no.
No.
Okay.
How dramatic edit a motorcycle was left behind by the guys who were over at the shed.
Is this group willing to let this now ally who can drive? I'm just saying.
We have somebody who can
Actually,
drive now.
before you leave, can you help us get out of here?
You get us out of here.
I was about to say, guys, like, there's way more of us fuckers, formally
little
speaking.
tit for tat, right?
Yeah. I can.
Tell you what, let's just get out of here. We'll worry about
He's
that.
like, it's okay. There's a back way that I can get you guys out. Just like help me get this thing out of the ditch.
Yeah.
So you guys push up, and this guy gets behind the wheel, and he kind of like looks in the back seat with you guys transfer the
I
the
just
egg
dropped
to the
the
thing.
egg.
He's all like, you know what? Not my fucking problem anymore.
It's not. It's,
Yeah, no, you make it
it's
better
not-
life
I don't think you
choices
even
now.
saw anything.
Yeah, absolutely, I didn't. All right, there's a back road. Just we got to go through some bush. It's fine. Yeah. So he gets in the driver's seat. You guys all load up, and eventually he pushes through some bush to like a back trail that leads to another exit that is less that doesn't have anybody patrolling it at the moment. And you guys go on some very, very not roads at all roads.
Normally, I'm not doing this in a car.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh.
And eventually you get to through the forest and onto an actual road.
Melvin's holding his hands out to cool them.
Yeah. And yeah. So you guys are on an actual road. He is going to be heading north up to. He says he says, yeah, I got to get up to Boston. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
But
All right. But if I see your face again at any of these boons or any of this nonsense,
you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. I think I'm going to sign up after I square things with my wife.
you know what? That might be the best option. Do some good in this world. Go fight
What
the.
was I fucking thinking? All that goddamn nonsense about
It's all
skull shape
skulls.
and yeah.
What the fuck do these
It
guys know?
sounded weird when I was going along.
What do
with
they
it.
know about
You get
skulls?
inside your head, messing with what you think is actually right.
It turns out that if the same 30 guys tell you the same dumb shit over and over again, and you listen to no one but those guys, man, you're gonna believe some weird shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, so he so what are you guys like?
We
I'll
probably have him
get
drop us near the airstrip,
Yeah,
right?
it's like, are
Yeah.
we trying to
Yeah.
be back up with our pilot?
Oh, I was gonna have him drop us not to where he would even know where the airstrip was,
Yeah.
though, so we can just
Yeah.
And I'm like,
just drop us off in town.
Yeah.
we can make the hike from the town.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys can make your way to a place where you can easily diverge. Maybe catch a truck going the right way.
Sorry, I'm just picturing somebody stopping for this group of hitchhikers, with, like bullet holes in our clothes, carrying an oven for some reason.
I
Like,
was like, wait, I got it. I saw this in a movie once. It pulls up the trouser leg.
I don't think we look like New England vacationers.
Damn.
No.
I am definitely not in my casual wear.
All right, but you guys are eventually able to get back to the airstrip where your pilot friend is waiting for you and willing to take you back to Chicago. Is anyone
you were
doing?
right about the Squatch.
You're talking to the
Yeah.
guy like I told you there was squatches in the room. Big foot guys.
There was a big Squatch. He was gigantic and very nice. I'm sorry about your finger. He probably didn't know.
He may have been hurt.
Oh well, I was pretty drunk at the time, so it made me.
Probably a misunderstanding.
We've all bumped into the wrong guy after a few too many
I
drinks,
knew it
haven't
was
we?
real.
I
I knew it was real.
Vindication, my friend.
Indeed.
All right, let's get back to a place with pavement, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys load up. You guys have the egg in tow. Take to the skies. The plane's all fueled up. And you eventually make your way back to Chicagoland, and are able to have some rest.
I never thought I'd miss the city.
You're able to clean up everybody's injuries
All right.
over the plane ride. You're able to recover because it's not like you get enough flux back just from being in the presence of this thing. It's not a active flux source, but you guys are on a plane ride, so you definitely get enough flux back to be able to fuel your things. It's dirty power. It's like you're burning coal.
Is it kind of like how I feel like?
Yeah, it's kind of oily, kind of not right, but
So-
it works.
I have a
You're gonna
weird.
be the last one.
I have a weird need to sit next to it for some reason.
Yeah.
See,
Pat, pat, pat.
I wouldn't get too.
Listen. I don't know. Well,
Okay, for real, for real. Are you okay?
Oh, I probably.
Did you see the weird trees?
I didn't see the weird trees. I just saw. It's hard to describe it. It was just some kind of. I don't know the word. Totality. It's a totality. I saw all the things all at once. It was very unnerving.
Oh,
That sounds exhausting.
It was. That's why my hands hurt so much.
That makes sense.
yeah.
But yeah, mostly it just burned me real bad. And then, I don't know, something... The thing feels like the thing that started when I got hit by that weapon back in Berlin may have advanced a stage or something.
We should probably get one of the Aeon doctors to look at you when we get back.
Yeah, definitely.
Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
You too.
Yeah.
Also, you should tell them about the trees and the
Yep.
knife.
That's fair.
And then, of course, we have the egg.
Guess they're gonna want the knife.
They
They're
might.
probably going to want the
It's
knife.
Fine. If I get
Do you
caught
want
carrying
another
it,
knife?
I mean,
We can scrape a
I mean, I
swastika
have a
on the
hunting
knife.
That's just anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna give him the knife. It's fine.
Yeah, it's probably better to put it somewhere else.
I mean, also, I don't want to walk around and get
You don't want the
spotted with
Nazi
this,
knife.
This
You don't want-
dirty, like,
No,
swastika
yeah,
knife.
it's close.
I
Honestly,
mean, it's real powerful, though. Trust me, I thought about it real hard.
well, gotta be pragmatic about this stuff.
How does this feel? She like presents her little ISIS knife.
I mean, don't you need this? You probably need this.
I mean, if
I'll borrow it if I need it. Okay.
okay.
You're
We
sweet.
can acquire more
You're sweet kid.
knives.
I have a lot of
The
knives.
thing they sell in the
I
city
pull out.
is knives.
I have a strap, and he pulls it out. There's like 5 like very nicely honed throwing knives. Like, don't worry, I always had knives.
Oh, there were knives.
Yeah.
In addition to the
I just like
bombs.
throwing bigger stuff.
That's fair.
It's more fun.
So,
All right. So yeah, the flight goes off without a problem. You guys land. A truck is there waiting to take you back into Chicago proper, back to the Aeon Society Brownstone, where members of the society are there to check you out. They take custody of the. They open the thing, look at it.
They all have the purple glow on their face for just a moment.
Yeah, exactly. and it's outlined against his face. And they essentially ask for a debriefing. You were meeting with Whitney Stiles, who is sort of here at the moment. Max has gone off somewhere else, but Whitney is definitely here. Whitley is definitely here to hear your story.
Yeah, I don't. If you want to go through all this, but like I am just wide open. I tell him everything.
Okay.
I give him the Nazi the orders.
Yeah, he
I got film to develop.
I say everything except Jackson hitting the tree.
Yeah. No, we all agree. We all agree that didn't happen. That didn't happen. We dramatically edited that out ourselves.
Manually did that.
All right.
They shot out a tire. We had to do a gun.
We had to do a pit maneuver. We had to do a maneuver.
Matrix like went off through the ceiling. Yep, all that.
Crazy. That was crazy.
That one guy. Yeah, we know who that guy. Here's a picture of that guy. You want to keep an eye on that guy that we made friends with.
Just made him rethink his life choices.
Yeah. We gave him a chance to reevaluate.
Melvin was
Go
very
home.
compelling.
I can be very compelling. Yeah.
Oh, sounds good. And when you present the knife to him, he looks it over and says, "Are you certain you want to part with this? This has a very powerful resonance to it. We can get rid of the."
If you can do that, then yeah, I'd like to keep that.
Absolutely. I mean,
Aside from the trees, I would like some answers about the trees.
let me think upon that. I will think upon your vision that you saw. I'll try and peel it away. He says, I will hand this to one of our boys in the shop, and they'll get it cleaned up.
Thank you.
It is, like I said, very powerful, very potent. I would not want to deprive you of a spoil of victory.
Did we tell them about the Sasquatches?
That's a good question.
I don't think right now. I mean, actually, did we talk about on the plane if we were going to? That's
Well,
my
yes, of
question.
course.
Let's cycle back to that.
All right. So what do we do about the Sasquatches? They're never gonna believe that.
I mean, we don't have to mention it.
It's gonna make us sound crazy. Like unless someone.
I've seen
found
some
the knife.
weird things on
I-
society trips, so
I mean-
I'm not sure about that one.
I mean, we could just not mention it unless somebody has specific questions.
You
If
know,
someone asked me directly if I saw a Sasquatch, I will tell them the truth, I suppose.
It's not really mission
If they ask
relevant.
that
Yeah.
question.
It's not really mission
it's
relevant.
really not.
Yeah, I suppose unless
I wanna
you're
leave-
specifically asking about squatches.
It's not that the Aeon Society is gonna, bother them or anything. I just want to let them be in peace. They
Yeah.
seem to be having a hard enough time being squatches and whatnot. Out in the woods. They're in the woods. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll let them
Nothing wrong with being in the woods.
You understand. I don't know. I had a particularly hard time in the woods.
That's true. Actually, it was the bond, really.
We
Alright.
do not describe the squatches.
All right, so we do not, the subject of big feet do not come up.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So this is well. Thank you so much for undertaking this vital mission. I think I felt things sort of smooth out in the path of the history. I think our friends in the FBI are going to be able to take care of this Christian front. Hopefully, we'll see justice done.
Well, there was definitely justice done on a number of
They're
them.
gonna find a lot of bodies when they get to that camp.
It was okay. It was a little rash, but honestly, whatever.
Well,
They had
they're still going to, well, they're still the primary camp that they're going to. But if they're not receiving support from the Mechanatrix and her Nazi allies, then I think the FBI should be able to take care of it. But you've all done very well. He kind of turns his attention to the egg.
Yeah, I need to understand what this thing is, considering it just dumped 80 to 90% of its power into my chest.
Yeah, he's kind of. How do you feel about Melvin right now? Because I'm kind of.
Yeah, I'm not feeling super great about it either.
He says, may I examine your aura?
Of course. Sure. It's like, I'm making fun of it, but I know it's real.
It doesn't make the question any less weird.
He examines you and says, your exposure to this has deepened your power, your nature as a stalwart. It's not uncommon. It happens, particularly if when stalwarts interact with high levels of telluric energy. It's not one of my areas of expertise. Neither is this type of energy. I must admit, it's very hard for me to get my head around this when I try and divine upon it.
So is there someone who is the guy for this?
It's a very complicated question. There is
So
the guy.
it's like Ryan knows.
He is a member of the Aeon Society, but similar to the Mechanatrix, there has been distance growing.
Mm.
But I think, given that our Aryan friends are dabbling in this kind of power, I think we have to consult with him. And he may have more answers for you specifically. He is a stalwart himself and very intrigued by the nature of stalwarts. He's done a great deal of research into it.
Yeah, it wasn't really until I got here that they told me that was what I was. So that's nice to have a name for it at least.
Yes. He has been hard at work at a personal project for some time now.
This is Dr.
Dr. Primoris.
Primoris.
Yes,
Dr.
Dr.
Primoris.
Primoris.
Yeah, I heard about this
A
guy.
founding member of the society. The differences are more personal in nature, but he is still a stalwart ally of the society. I can put a contact with him. He has his lab elsewhere,
Wow.
but I can put a call into him, and I believe he can shed some more light. I think this might be intriguing enough to him to get him out of his lab.
It's also been pretty life-changing for me, so I hope that rates.
Absolutely. In the meantime, please rest, recuperate, avail yourselves of the resources of the headquarters. I have a feeling that we may be calling upon your skills once again. This didn't come from nowhere.
So
That
I'm
had-
not going home.
You are free to make your way, but I think it would be wise, especially if you wish to have some answers. As I said, I will look upon your revision, but I'm seeing lines already beginning to line up.
I know a really nice place to get some good grub down the road.
That sounds really nice.
Real
No,
food.
but that's really good whiskey in a glass.
Oh, well, that sounds wonderful. I'll take both.
How many ways does whiskey go?
Well,
Coconut.
Coconut?
I
You've
guess
never
that
been-
would work.
you've never
Glass,
been-
bottle,
Oh, no,
glass,
they find all kinds-
coconuts,
You ever been on a fancy vacation?
cup
on
in
a-
your hand,
Yeah, drinking it like this if you're really desperate.
squeezing it out of shag
So, yeah.
carpet.
Whitley says, dripping from a table at which you are under, and trying to catch the last few
I'm
drops.
trying not to tell people about that.
We've all been there, Jackson. We've all been there.
That's fair.
So, yeah, let's get some drinks.
Food and drink.
Yeah.
You said something earlier about Ford. Let me tell you about the Aeon thing with Fordlandia. Like,
Oh,
that turns into...
that sounds fancy.
Yeah, no, it's an entire village in the Amazon.
Yep. Wild.
Nice.
It's just nuts.
The real world, people. Fucking wild.
Like, it's actually real.
Except for the
Look it
magic,
up.
except for the magical parts of this, it's all true.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys get some meals, get some drinks into you. You have bunks at the society for a good night's sleep. Whitley says that he has put a call into Dr. Primorius and that he is on his way to give his take on this. What is everybody doing in the meantime?
Ooh, my joke would be learning to drive.
Somebody needs to.
Someone needs to shift a fucking dot into pilot.
How'd you get driver's license? I
I'll shift
think...
dot into pilot if you want to keep your persuasion.
I don't need my persuasion that bad. I will put a dot in pilot.
Okay, so normally that happens at the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
but
game,
we're
in a little.
In this
little-
interstitial part, I'm just like, you guys, that was upsetting. I'm just gonna go tootle around. I'm gonna go figure it out, guys. It can't be that hard.
You can borrow a car from society and
just
you know,
drive around the block
find a
some.
parking lot. You know.
Melvin's gonna go make friends with the machine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
So what about anyone else? Who else has a thing they want to try or get into?
I mean, Beth, for as much as she became active and authoritative in the woods, is much quieter now that they're back in town and sort of, just sits and watches everything. And
Oh no, I was gonna take you out.
okay.
Let's go party.
Yeah, no, I can show you the city's better sites.
Chicago's a hell of a place to party.
Till the squatch.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to.
It'll be fun.
Okay, you sure you're feeling up to it?
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. My hands are better now. I fixed it on a plane.
All right, sure. We can go someplace. Okay.
Okay, so y'all hit the town.
Yep.
Melvin pulls up. Beep beep.
All right. Well, there is a jazz-backed party montage. As you guys hit the various clubs and now Prohibition isn't going on right now.
No, we're past
no,
that.
no, we're past that.
It was dark time.
But yes, now I have the Chicago soundtrack in my head. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you guys hit some nightclubs, some jazz clubs, all sorts of things. Chicago's a great place for it. There's kind of every now and then we cut back to kind of current events on the radio, talking about the raid, the Boys from Brooklyn, as it's called. The incident gets the FBI are able to sack the main camp and arrest a bunch of guys. There's talks of Congress and the America First movement decrying the government overreach.
As they always do.
As the topic of America's involvement in the war goes back and forth. But unless anyone wants to accomplishing something other than merriment, we can cut to our next big scene.
I'm ready.
I do actually want to do one other thing.
Sure.
So at some point, in this evening, it's gonna be just so how did you learn to do the like she does the force punch gesture?
Well, So, I have a really weird upbringing. Is going to be a really easy way to start this.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Whitley was nice enough to get me out of the more dangerous aspects of it, but the whole thing was it was very much focused on your soul, on like manifesting what you vision, and just kind of focusing your inner power to be properly expressed in ways that aren't necessarily matching your physical appearance or physical abilities. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
It's
not
weird.
sure I follow all of it, but you did good.
Thanks. You did real good too.
I survive. What I do.
You saved me.
Yeah. Well, you need to survive too.
We got each other's backs.
So,
Yeah.
actually, in the time before Dr. Primore shows up, Whitley is going to pull Melvin aside for a small conversation. How does he find Melvin?
I imagine just a little drunk, probably a little haggard because he has, when they said let's go party, he went to go party. He went to go party.
All right.
Although
Party.
there was a scene where he had a deck of cards again, and he had 3 of them. But you see, the universe is like this, but it's also like this, where he like holds 4 cards between his fingers. Like,
Okay.
and we're in this one, but we're also in this one, and sometimes we're in these 2, but only when we choose to be.
Imagine it's
I
probably
need to lay down.
like
So-
early morning at a cafeteria where you're doing that.
So, the next morning, when people are in their various states of hangover and inebriation,
I have a card stuck to my forehead.
Whitley does approach you at the breakfast table,
I knew it was the 4 clubs.
and he sets down a prairie oyster.
Oh, thank God.
With, just the most disgusting hangover cure you can think of.
Oh, I deserve it. I deserve it. I
and
deserve it.
He says, "Let's take some air." So he leads you out in sort of a back garden area. He says, "Melvin, I can call you Melvin, yes?"
Yeah, wait, of course.
So, as I mentioned, Dr. Primoris, Michael Donegal, his name. I wanted to just go over some things regarding him. He is a very opinionated man, particularly in the role of the inspired and stalwarts in particular. He has a very strong belief that stalwarts who have more overt power, that this is not a fact that any of us dispute, have something of a special destiny to be leaders and torchbearers for the way. Nothing so disgusting as our friends in Germany believe, but he feels very strongly about this, and he may talk to you about his ideas.
And I'll see if I like what he has to say.
I just want to put you on your guard. He's incredibly a charismatic man,
I'm
and
pretty persuasive myself, but I've heard about the guy. He's he can be a bit of a intense is a word that gets thrown around.
yes, that's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
accurate. And as I said, these are philosophical differences between him and most of the society, but nothing so caustic to consider him in the league with the Mechanatrix.
I've spent a lot of time in my life saying yes and okay to things that I didn't necessarily believe in to get out of the room.
I see. Well, I just wanted to forewarn you.
Oh, he can't detect lies perfectly, can he?
I've seen him do amazing things in many arenas of capacity. I
All right.
can't put a thumb on thing. I would be wary. Is all I ask.
if he's the most advanced version of whatever it is I am, or at least understands it, yeah, because this stuff's crazy. Like,
The Inspired are all potent in our own ways, but he is a man of great potency.
it just feels like there's something under my skin that's trying to get out.
A little weird.
It is. It's not a feeling I'm particularly enjoying. I'll put it that way. It feels like at any minute it could just go like boom, like you know.
Well, be that as it, well, in that case, it may be a good thing for you to spend some time with him. He understands the energies that we deal with in a very comprehensive way.
I want to be able to do what you guys do with the with the
There
powers,
are-
where you can, like, I don't know, actually choose what they're doing.
Control will come. There are many stalwarts in the society who have come into their power.
All right. Well, I'll keep an
But
eye.
he is a good resource for that. Just simply keep your eyes on things. He will no doubt have a talk with you about the future of the stalwart kind.
I will be as polite and reasonable as I can be.
That's all I ask. So, post party, does anyone else have anything they want to get into or look into? Nah.
I kind of, as a personal project,
Mhm.
I think Emma would like to break down their stupid ideology of like the master race Ubermensch, and like just start making her own little pamphlet
Okay.
to eventually maybe someday be distributed over Germany. Like,
It's just a pamphlet that says you're actually not that great.
Yeah.
I just like the broken down in a little like this is why this ideology is flawed. This is why you're not actually magically connected super race, and it's just
Dude, these
like,
people barely understood how pregnancy worked. I don't think.
oh no, this is just like I can't believe they're trying to justify this bullshit.
Give me a humanities roll.
The academic is cranky.
You have to let the academic write their screed. Okay.
Sometimes she gets
They
grumpy.
need to write their letters to the editor. They need to make their pamphlets.
All right. It could be resolved, but I could just do intelligence. And that would be fine.
Yeah.
I feel bad about using resolve for everything.
Nope, don't.
That's why they said you can just, justify it.
That's one success for my my cranky letter of yelling at.
You start an outline.
Why this is dumb. A.
Your ideas are bad and you should feel bad.
It was Why Is It Stupid by Emma Kowalski. P.S. Get the fuck out of Poland.
Roughly about a week later, of partying, recuperating, doing some work, you hear that Dr. Primorse is coming to the headquarters to have a talk with you all. A very nice Bentley pulls up, and a driver comes out, opens the door, and a tall, besuited man with dark sunglasses, deep auburn hair, steps out. You guys can see him come in from anyone who's at a window.
I'm about to say peeking out the window.
Yeah, he's a physically impressive man in terms of stature, and there is an undeniable, even from a distance, a spark of presence from this man.
So how's that aura?
Do you have any? What kind of gifts?
No, this is just the bullshit that she would be.
Okay.
Red.
No.
No, just it's very powerful kind of thing.
Give me an inspiration roll.
Sure.
Normally not a thing, but
Oh yeah, totally. But this is the thing that her brain would think about. So that's one.
one success.
Yep.
Most
Because that's how she's programmed. To see
of the
world.
time, you kind of have to squint and trick yourself into think you're seeing an aura. Oh no,
It's just
that
boom.
there is real power
Presence.
radiating off of this man, and it does not. It has it's less off-putting, but it is just like you can't ignore it. Like it is
Kind of more awe-inspiring.
more awe-inspiring kind of power coming off of him. But he comes in. He's greeted by an attendant at the Aeon Society door. Is let in, and you are informed that your appointment has arrived.
Oh, good.
So how is everyone? There is a like a side room off the main hall has been made available. It has the egg in it. It has like some of your the notes and other things from your adventure, where you guys can all collaborate on this issue. So how is everyone coming down for their meet? Like, what's the fit like? What's the vibe like when you all come down to have a talk with Barmore?
Well, I am putting a hat on as I walk down the stairs. I don't know. Probably smoking a cigarette. Probably real casual, like, because I'm about to, listen, they've told me what a muckety muck this guy is, but I don't fucking care. And it's like, he's not going to kill me here. He's not going to kill me there. He's fine. He's a smart, very potent guy. I get it. So he's being very casual about the whole thing.
What about everybody else? What's the demeanor?
Oh, no. This is the
Polite but casual.
Okay.
No, I'm like, look good enough at this shit. Shit. Check myself in the mirror. Okay.
You look good.
Thank you.
Bye.
Big deal.
Is he?
Kinda.
Okay. Great. But I mean, Beth heard the name before. But again, sort of that very quiet, very polite, not trying to stand out.
Okay, yeah, so all right. So you come down, and like I said, his presence and it's like he's emanating a frequency of some sort. It's impossible not to notice how this man's presence. Melvin, when you look upon this man, it's a twin sensation of automatic clocking of power and actualization, but also a immediate knowledge of this is where I'm going. Like he's further down. He is further down the path that I am on. I can get there.
Takes a very, very, very long drag on his cigarette and puts it out.
Okay. When you come into the room, he has already opened up the case and is examining it. And he takes just a little bit longer than maybe socially appropriate to take his eyes off of it and beginning to regard all of you. He says, "Well, I understand you've all had a bit of a tussle with people mucking around with things that they shouldn't."
Yeah, and I got the full-body dose of whatever is going on in there. Unfortunately, it drained itself into me.
He gives you an appraising nod. He says, "Well, formalities.
Right, yeah, sorry.
You may know me as Dr. Primoris, but Michael will do."
Melvin, Cohen.
Jack Barden.
Graham.
Emma Kowalski.
Good. So, he reaches down and touches the egg.
He does, like, as he's doing it, he's just like, nope, he's probably fine.
Yeah, and he says, "I can tell that this one's contained a great deal of telluric energy."
Yeah, it was powering an entire, how do I even put it? Some sort of...
Base.
An entire set of buildings, base, and an automata that could walk on its own while encaging a man who was controlling it. I don't like some... it was very potent, and it hurt a lot.
Transformation usually does come at a cost. Regardless, I understand our friend the Machinatrix was involved.
Yeah, we gave her a love tap.
It's a pity. So much potential, but misused often. Regardless, I'm very curious about all of this. He points to this, to the egg, and says, This is beyond what one sees on this earth.
You saying it came from space?
Judging by the the capacity that I see that this has. I have yet to see anything of such potency in my travels and explorations.
Hmm.
And I understand that you saw something.
Yes, sir. Has the knife back yet?
Oh yeah, the knife is back.
Okay. She's like, so, this, and like, very far away, or non-threateningly pulls the knife out, sets it down, and goes, so I tried to cut. Actually, no, I did cut. It cuts really great. I cut into one of the fences, and apparently that energy was powering the whole fence. And yeah, I saw a bunch of trees that looked really weird. And just an entire environment around me was not here. Then it went away.
May I?
Sure.
And he takes it, gets the balance of it, puts the blade up to his temple for a moment. Interesting. Very interesting. He says, yes. He hands it back. You should hang on to that. It's very powerful. So, I think we are dealing with, well, would it surprise any of you to learn that there are worlds beyond our own?
No.
Yes.
But you already saw one.
I didn't know that was another world. I just thought
It may not have been just another world. It may have been this world, but about 15 steps to the right.
Those are
He-
words. What?
It's just,
Remember the card thing?
The card. Remember the card thing I was doing? We're over here. They're over here. It's the same.
I'm not gonna.
If
lie,
I may.
it's super
Anyway,
listening.
sorry.
If I may.
Yeah.
in secluded places, places where men do not tread often, one can find another place, a world like ours, but not. You saw 3 moons, trees are not of earthly make, yes?
Yes.
I fear that these Nazi bastards may have come upon such a place that has power, such as this. I have been seeking for my own resources, for my own purposes, sources of power. And I believe that this confirms that such a place does exist and is being ill-used.
Well, you got to stop it then, because we can't let them have. This thing is. I mean, the amount of efficiency that we're getting off this thing it's unheard of.
Yeah.
Indeed. I have been tracking sources of energy that I can detect from range. I believe that one such place may be within the Black Forest.
That does kind of match the isolation of where we were, just where we recovered it, which was in the Pine Barrens, or north, actually, it's in the Catskills. But the far off middle of nowhere, very cold,
There's
very.
a lot of empty places in the world.
Indeed there are. And from what I understand, your skill set would be very useful in finding such a place and doing what needs to be done to make sure that these scum, these murdering bastards, don't exploit it for their own ends.
Shit. I mean, given what we saw them able to make just with that walking machine, I didn't see what kind of weapons it was packing, but I didn't want to see. I didn't pay much attention to it. It was just.
Well,
There's a lot of levels.
It would have been very, very, very hard to stop had they gotten underway.
you are not wrong. And I think that they're with. Unfortunately, you weren't able to detain the Mechanatrix. So, if they have access to this sort of power and her prodigious skill, then no doubt that is not the end to the mechanical madness she can unleash.
Yeah, we don't want them to have a monopoly on anything like this.
So I think things are coming together.
Back to Germany it is then.
Indeed. I have a conveyance that can take us there quietly.
You're coming too?
Oh, yes. I have the same reasons that any freedom-loving man would at stopping this menace of the Nazis and their allies. But I would not wish to say that I'm not interested in, he points to the egg, if there are more of these, then I could put these to great use.
It's a tool, just like anything else.
Indeed, and one that does not belong in the hands of scum and idiots like this.
Also really bad science.
On money levels, but I would hesitate to call the Mechanatrix's work bad science.
Oh, no, I mean more the skull stuff. The skull stuff, the skull stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So, when are we going back out?
So I've brought my aeroplane with me. It's nearby. We can provision up, do some research. I think might be a good idea, and head out within the week.
All right.
Sounds good.
Then I got some arms to twist before we get out of here.
Absolutely. Hit the streets. Get ready. We're going into enemy territory, I think.
Realizes we're flying over Germany during World War II. Duh.
They love that.
Plug?
Guten Tag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you not speak? You're
She
a
told-
smart lady. Can you?
Just take me a bit. I'll have to pick it up.
Okay, because I
I
really.
teach
never actively
I'll teach you
studied
on.
it.
I'll teach on the plane.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right. Well then. I know I have some preparations to do. I'm sure you all do as well.
Yep.
Let us crack this mystery of these glowing eggs. And that's where we're gonna start it.
Oh, boy.
Ah, boy. Okay.
Off to Germany.
Off to Germany. Dr. Primoris.
We're going to
That'd be fun.
I'm sorry, I'm too big of a fanboy not to rope him into this.
Yeah, no.
I heard he was coming. I heard he was coming.
Oh, Lord, he coming. All right, well, let's go over our XP for the night. We've got our aspirations over here. Did anyone achieve a short-term aspiration?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So let's go with Beth. Which ones did you achieve?
I stopped the plans of the Mechanatrix, and I got us all home safe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll say that that's a good one. So you got you got 1 XP from your short, 2 from your long, and just so you know, you cannot get a new long-term aspiration until the entire party has achieved their long-term aspirations.
No problem.
All right, Melvin. What about you?
Well, I hit a Nazi with a Nazi.
You did.
I found out what that egg do.
You did.
I don't say. I mean,
I'm going to say you did not take care of
her.
her.
No, I'm
She is
pretty
still
sure.
an active player in the
Mine,
field.
mine is she no longer. I think she's done. Like
Yeah.
she's
Neutralized.
in a cage or gone.
The
Or at
short,
least hurt.
the short one worked, not the long
Well, yeah,
one.
we stopped her current plan.
All right, and Emma. I don't think you said there was no summoning of the Bigfoot.
I did not summon the Bigfoots, but I did hit somebody with what I call mind bullets.
Absolutely, you did.
That was fun.
And what about Jackson?
I feel like we seized the egg and also got into and out of a tussle.
You absolutely did.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1 XP per aspiration that you got. You also get an additional XP for everyone achieving a short-term aspiration. You get 2 for your long-term aspiration. Everyone gets base 3.
Okay.
You did spend half the available momentum, so that's another XP.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And you guys have completed a group story, so that is 3 XP.
Gypsy City.
I want to buy things.
Oh my!
I will say there's only 2 stories in this
I know,
campaign.
I know.
The short adventure to get your feet wet, and then into Nazi land.
Well, now I have enough for 3 power gifts.
Yeah.
And conveniently, that opened up.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, before we head out, does anyone have any plugs they want to get out into the future?
They already listen to the podcast that we make. If they're watching this, probably.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. So, I don't
absolutely,
think
yeah.
we need to plug that.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
hey, on the Noted Podcast, if you like nerdy ladies talking about nerdy things, Geek Grills Podcast, you can catch on any of your podcatchers.
Absolutely. Notes in the show, link in the show notes.
Yep. I do not have a particular plug except, as much fun as we're having, punching the fictional fascists. Take care of each other and, of course, do not tolerate the terribleness in the world around you. It is a personal request. Take care.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
There are still inexplicably Nazis in the real world. We got to do something about that.
Yes.
But if you have enjoyed our fun dealings tonight and would like to support the show and the channel, you can follow us on Twitter at Simulacra RPGs, also YouTube and Twitch, Simulacra TV. But the best way is to go to patreon.com/Simulacra Studios and become a patron of us. The biggest benefit to that would be access to our Discord, which you can talk with all of us, as well as get early access to casting calls if you want to play with us, and a bevy of other fun benefits and the like. But I think that will wrap things up for the evening. We will see you all in 2 weeks.